Foundational Black Americans, I need you to get on your Petty Murphy tonight, because that's exactly what we about to do. How many of y'all remember this person right here? You know, the one that said, are y'all some dirty Black Americans? Well, she done seen that TPS, and now I'm asking, are you a dirty tether? And that dirty tether about to go back to dirty Haiti. And in dirty Haiti, she gonna have some dirty mud pies. And guess what Foundational Black Americans is gonna do? We gonna be sitting there popping that damn popcorn. Certified FBA Friday. Tupac, let them know.
I don't care what y'all think. If you whatever the fuck you think you are. And until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans if we out here dying? We thugs and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell you that shit.
Tethergeddon is here, and they got to go. And they melting down all across social media, and we don't give a fuck. Blackout season, certified. Let's go. I already know Harlem's in here. Duval is in here. Shout out to Jacksonville. Y'all know we got to stand up for the whole GA, fam. North, south, east, west. You already see it, fam. Let's go to work. Chicago was in here early. Washington, D.C.'s been in here early before we started. Augusta, I see you. I see you, Augusta. Let's stand up, family. Certified salute to the team. Florida's in here. Pittsburgh's in here. Yes, indeed. Another Washington. Another Jacksonville. Arizona's in here. 2 times. Sacramento's in here representing. Boston's in here. Baltimore's in here. Pittsburgh's in here. West Philly Beach is in here. Minneapolis is in here. Let's go, baby. We ain't done. Texas is in here. Fort Worth, St. Louis, stand all the way up. Seattle's in here. Stand all the way up, family. Duval, I see you. Alabama, let's go. Baltimore, let's go. Charleston, South Carolina. Kansas City, North Carolina. Seattle's in here. Bed-Stuy's in here. Dallas is in here. Brooklyn's in here. Milwaukee's in here. The whole New York is in here. Harlem World 2 times. Shout out to Killer Cam, my man. Connecticut's in here, Texas again, California again. Let's represent California, stand all the way up, and we'll say North Miami just to be good about it. And STL is in her. There they go. Let's roll, fam. Let's go. This is what it is. We told these folks that it was Tethergeddon, and we told these folks that they was about to pack up and they was about to ship out. Roll call done showed you. Foundational Black Americans is here. Now, I want y'all to notice this, though. Every city and state and town and region that I just represented, we're going to be right here in America tomorrow because we've been in America since day one. But you about to be back in your homeland, and that go for all of them, fam. TPS, and I'm talking about tether, protection, service, over. We said it. So why all of them folks was running to the internet and they was talking about Foundational Black Americans, and they were so upset and they were so bothered by us, you should have been worried about, TPS getting canceled. But if you didn't, then I am going to remind you, because like I said, family, I'm FBA, and I said so, and I'm about to be Petty Murphy tonight, fam, because I love winning, and that's all we do. To the block, and it don't stop. Family, y'all remember this right here? Well, let's show them how we do it over here.
Why? Where you from? What's your background? You American? Dirty Black American?
Wait, what?
Huh? What?
Wait, what you
American?
say?
Black American? What?
No. Hold on. You said dirty Black American.
You heard that? You just asked me what I said. I did.
Why you say that?
Because that's what y'all are. Dirty Black American.
Welcome back to Akata News, where I don't give a fuck about your feelings because all I care about is the motherfucking facts. So yeah, they need to send their asses back. Well, I don't know, babes, if you have checked the news today, but TPS and the higher courts have ruled that the administration, Trump, the orange Cheeto in charge, that he is actually not breaking any rules or regulations or federal bylaws by ending TPS, and that would impact Haitians and Syrians. It already had impacted other people earlier in the year, and Trump sent their asses back. They said, yeah, pack it up, you gotta go. So for all of the Haitians who stay talking greasy and Black Americans.
No, I'm sorry. I can't do Americans. I need somebody with culture. I'm sorry.
Y'all remember that one right there? How many of y'all remember that one? Y'all remember the Oompa Loompa from Port-au-Prince, the Port-au-Prince Oompa Loompa. Y'all remember that? Well, guess what? She ain't here in America no more neither. Tether Getting.
Black Americans got culture. Americans got culture.
Keep rolling.
I didn't know he was got culture.
Americans don't have culture.
Y'all got culture?
We got the culture. We are the culture.
Who the culture?
We are the culture.
That's
Globally, they know about Black Americans.
No, hold on. We not
Globally, they know about Black Americans.
But you gotta remember 1804, baby. I'm the one that won my
American. We're not going to use the word American.
I just want to know, why was the effort not put forth on building back up Haiti? Or better yet, why wasn't the effort put forth on actually securing your place in the United States that wasn't under TPS? Because a part of TPS is temporary. That's literally the first letter, T. So I just want to know, for everybody who was busy trying to co-sign and co-op Juneteenth.
Well, this is awkward. So I'm thinking I'm going to curate some content for the National Juneteenth holiday, seeing as how I am, in fact, a birthright United States citizen.
Fam, that was them 1 week ago. That's how they was looking 1 week ago. They ain't looking like that today. They not talking all that mess today. They ain't in our business today. They all going home, family. Stand on business. Foundational Black America. There'd be no USA without FBA.
With Caribbean ethnicity, only to find out that according to some, operative word some, foundational Black Americans, that we're not invited to the party.
All right, so apparently Caribbeans and Africans can't celebrate Juneteenth. Baby, I am Black, okay? I will be celebrating Juneteenth, and I'm bringing griot with me. I do not care.
Guys, m'pa ka fè sa. Mes amis, m'a pranke, mwen di kon sa, mwen pa monte sou réseau, mwen pa vini, mwen pa pale seman sa yo, mwen toy.
Our Freedom Day, y'all weren't looking at your own Freedom Day. So that just goes to show you that you should pay attention to what's happening in your neck of the woods instead of being bothered with what's happening in our neck of the woods. So, for everybody who was like, oh, well, we're Haitian and we're warriors and we're fighters and we made sure that Black Americans were free, so that's why we're taking over Juneteenth. I better not see one motherfucking tear when it happens to y'all getting booted and skadooted back to Haiti, because the last time I checked, y'all are the freedom fighters, so y'all should definitely be okay going back to Haiti, where they say that it is safe enough for you to go back home.
Do you want to leave Haiti or you want to stay here?
You want to stay here, but
if we got possibility to go, you could leave now.
Yeah, we leave anyway.
Dominican Republic, you cannot go, right?
No. They arrest us. They hit us because we was ahead. They know our story. We was help them
before.
So that's why they try to treat us like this.
Because
no, go home. Why you don't want to go home? The easiest thing you can do is go home. But now you got to.
I know for a fact, especially living in Florida, most of y'all that have fled Haiti have never made it back. Y'all never go back, but y'all definitely be sending those barrels. And that's another reason why we be keeping Black American dollars within the Black American community, and why we're not allowing you to co-op it, because now y'all really going to be hustling and scrapping and scraping, making sure that every penny and every dollar, I guess they don't make the penny anymore, that they're going to make sure that you send it back home to Haiti, because we know a lot of y'all, your younger generations, have already said that you're not sending barrels and you're not sending dollars, but that's okay because Trump said he's sending you instead. So for every one of you has talked mad greasy about Black Americans, fight for the freedom that you claim that every other Black demographic, not even just in the United States, they are claiming that they have fought for freedom across the globe, but haven't fought for their own freedom. They say that they're harder workers than Black Americans, but when you look at Haiti, there's no proof in that pudding, babes. Banana pudding, to be exact. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. I just want to say, I got a news out.
Woo-wee! That's how you do things, family. All you got to do is be certified foundational Black Americans and you get it all. They don't know about banana pudding, but they damn sure know about that giant mud pie with some mud cookies. And they having fun in the sun, but they're going to be having that fun over there in Haiti because you ain't having it right here in the United States of America. So concerned about 1804 that you wasn't worrying about 2026. And we told you to worry about 2026. And we told you to quit worrying about FBA. You got your tether priorities messed up. But now your tether priorities got you in that van, on that plane, going back to Haiti. Sorry to see you. Family, certified foundational Black Americans, y'all. We've been telling everybody what it is. And everybody knows what it is. See, when you come into this compound, You in my house, okay? When you step up in my house, you're going to play by my rules, and you're going to wipe your damn feet right there at the door, and you're going to show respect. You notice, family, they were sitting there facing deportation, facing ICE, getting snatched up, getting all their tether protection services taken away from them, but they found time to worry about certified foundational Black Americans. Oh, we're going to set the record straight, fam, because that's what we do over here on the Blackout Network, full-time regulators, family. Over here, we let it be known that these individuals been disrespecting us. There ain't no 50-50. It's foundational Black Americans doing our foundational Black American thing with the brothers and sisters, kings, queens, goddesses, and guys, and post it up. And it's them worrying about us 24/7, 365 when they should have been worried about Donald Trump and they should have been worrying about Tether getting. But guess what? Whether you're worried about it then or you ain't worried about it, either way, it done found your ass. So they have gotten rid of all of the Tether protection services. Family, let me tell you something. We're going to break down how this is affecting all of these people. Oh, it's not just the Haitians. No, family. We're going to go down every single group that is on that TPS and how every single group who are all anti-Black are all going to be anti-Black back in their homeland. See, that's the thing, fam. See, what they want to do is come over here and get in front of us and wave their flag all damn day long. They want to tell us about Jamaica. They want to tell us about Haiti. They want to tell us about Africa. They just don't want to say it over in their homeland. See, an African wants to be an African in America. A Haitian wants to be a Haitian in America. A Jamaican wants to be a Jamaican in America. They don't never want to be any of those things back in their own homeland. But now they're going to have to be. So y'all seen all the faces and everything that they was making, man. Y'all remember this right here? Y'all remember? Man, they was talking real reckless, real greasy. Look how the tide has turned. And look how it done flipped upside down, came back around. And if people do not believe me, I'm going to take it straight to the streets and I'm going to show y'all. It was all good just a week ago. But today, we done woke up and they're literally crying, certified.
Nous va prêter un pile jodi, hein, mais nous avons besoin de petit update ça parce que nous connaissons un pile social media pour et chauffer avec tout le monde qui a fait commentaire, mais nous pas voulons pour courir tomber à prendre aucune décision. N'a retourner, nous prenons la presse conférence.
It's over. Surtout boum n'a boumé pour TPS, TPS is over. Supreme Court c'est hot court qui gagne pas qu'on l'autre côté le parle encore. Président par non, Supreme Court par non, FIFA par non, Haïtien par
un TPS yo kakavoe. Kakavote ko j'aime voir kounya kakavoe sur mon TPS yo. La maman pas la vola couper.
Wait, Mr. Cake Soap Man. Mr. Cake Soap Man. There's something wrong with your skin. Why you mad at foundational Black Americans? Cake Soap Man, you can go get all the cake soap you want. You can have mud pies and cake soap. You can have it on a weekday. You can have it on a weekend. That's what you can do. But you can do it back in your homeland. Why are you so upset, Mr. Cake Soap Man? I know there's something wrong with your skin. I understand that because you ain't that damn color, partner. But hey, now you can be that with everybody else who's on the cake soap right back in Haiti. Go home, dog. It's all gravy. I'm home. Why don't you go home? There it is, family. They not singing and dancing, talking about coaching no more, are they? I'm going to sing it, baby. I see you. We going to sing it. We going to bring it. And we going to do it all right here in America. I ain't going to have to leave Georgia in this broadcast, but I bet they going to have to leave America during this broadcast. We always win.
Sama de conseil zamim, abi de se moun, ou pas kon faison, ou pas faison. E kounya moun a
moun TPS yo di goumen pour konfli no guys. Faut que Sénat vote bill là pour ka sauver la vie mes amis. Entendez ça que gagné guys.
That immigrants contribute every single day. This fight is not over and the Senate should take this bill up immediately.
Vidéo ça pour mettre s'il vous plaît pour plus on le ka connait ça parle pas.
Haïti bon jeune à Timoun.
Hey, they got sad music in the background. They're like, if I play this sad music, maybe the white man will feel sympathy for me and he'll put a word in with Donald Trump in the Supreme Court. Let me tell you something. The W don't give a damn about none of that. You ain't gonna sing your way out of TPS. You ain't gonna sing your way out of deportation. You going home with the slow song, the fast song, the sped up song, the rewind song, and you can sing them to Wyclef. Back in Port-au-Prince, baby.
Back on it. TPS nou a coupé. Supreme Court dit Haïti bon. Ça veut dire Géobos ap content jodi a. Ça veut dire déportation.
Voter sous ligne idéologique.
Content jodi a.
Hey, you ain't got no culture. That's what happens. That's the no culture cry. That's the no culture cry right there, family. I see she's out there. She crying mud pie juice. All the mud pie juice is just dripping straight down her head, family.
I don't know.
I do.
6 juges voté sous ligne idéologique politique pour camper TPS pour Haïti avec la Syrie.
Bon jeune a. Haïti bon jeune a Timoun.
Joe Biden, grâce à pays, ouvre pays.
He begging for Joe Biden, y'all. He's begging for Joe Biden. Joe Biden can't hear you. Joe Biden can't even hear. And he can't see. And he can't walk. And he don't even know who the hell Joe Biden is himself. They screaming for Joe Biden, fam. Tethergeddon got these people screaming for Joe. Joe cannot help you. Delineation done showed up. Delineation done sat on the couch. Delineation got y'all folks getting deported. You can thank FBA. We gonna take our culture of sitting on the couch and have your ass going home. So keep on begging to Joe Biden. Joe Biden. And Joe Biden is gonna see your ass go.
Joe Biden, grâce à pays, ouvre pays, mon intelligent, grâce à frontières, entre nos pays, on vient bout de papier, entre nos pays, on va confier sur des sida, sur ces gangs, sur mafia, et puis moi-même qui vont petit me qui avec.
Nous, ouais. Haïti fin éliminé dans la Coupe du Monde. Rapidement, yo. Coupé TPS.
I am so bad down, man. TPS in my tether asshole. Black Americans, you do have culture. Black Americans, you do have lineage. Black Americans, you do be nice to me. You never mean to me. Please, I don't want to go back to Haiti, man. But it don't fucking matter. You going itty way. Don't cry now.
Yo humilié nous. Défend le monde encore une fois.
La gueule tout will.
Les occupés.
Mes amis, levez mauvaise nouvelle, je dis à la.
And your ass is still going home. And guess what's waiting for you when you get there? One of those big old giant mud pies. So keep on crying, family. They gonna cry with some mud pies. And we ain't gonna be giving a damn. Because I told the world, family, what we was gonna be on. See, the days of sitting here coddling these folks is over, y'all. We done got all of our answers. There's no more guessing, no more hoping, no more wishing, no more coping. All of these people are a term that we're going to start using, and I'm going to debut it right now, family. It's called anti-foundational, all right? Everybody lock that in, y'all. These people are anti-foundational. And when you say foundational, you're only talking about one. There's no such thing as foundational anything other than Black American, okay? There'd be no USA without FBA. We are the foundation, and these people are anti-foundational. You be sitting over there in your homeland being anti-foundational. You be over there in your village anti-foundational. You be putting all that damn cake soap on being anti-foundational. And that's all right. But see, you thought you was going to come over here to the home of foundational Black Americans and be anti-foundational. Hell to the no. It don't work that way. So this is why we sitting back and we watching these folks and these deportations get carried out, and we don't give a damn. And I know a lot of y'all going to go on a run. I know y'all done seen the TPS today, and y'all saying, damn, I'm just going to run for it. I'm going to make a run for it, B. And Tom Homan going to make a run for your ass. Because guess what? If I see you out there in them damn streets, I'm going to take my no culture And I'm going to grab that phone and I'm going to call ICE on you. And I'm going to say, hey, I know some people that was under TPS and they stressed and they said they going to flee. Okay, so go ahead. He's right down the block and around the corner. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Because every time you disrespect and you anti-foundational, then your anti-foundational is going to get punished. And we the ones that do it. Why, family? It's because FBA, we sitting back and we relaxing, ain't we? Ain't we, family? Are we doing our damn thing, y'all? Oh, yeah, ICE ready. ICE waiting on all of them. All of them. They know you're going to try to run. Hell, that's all you do any damn way is run. You run here, you run there, you run everywhere. How come you don't just run back home? That's what you need to do. Run home. We need more popcorn because we popping. Family, y'all enjoying the show? My certified foundational Black Americans, are y'all enjoying the show right now? Are you enjoying all of these people getting all of these breakdowns? Who would have ever thought that Tethergeddon would occur in the same time as the 24/7 blackout? Damn, y'all. That's what I call poetic. But I'm going to tell you something that's even more poetic. You see, there was a lot of Haitians who were running around here, and they were trying to get next to Donald Trump. Yes, there were. There were a hell of a lot of Haitians that were down with Trump. Because when immigrants come over here to the United States of America, it ain't about just fleeing your homeland. It's about getting next to the nearest Mayo, okay? Immigration is about proximity. And all of these people who come here to the United States of America, they want proximity next to the W's. So they were coming over here trying to be anti-foundational because in the system of supremacy, being an immigrant and being anti-foundational, what that does is that puts you in good favor with the dominant society. It's your mascot contract. And they all signed it, family, until this blackout showed up. So the fact that they thought that they were going to come over here to the United States of America, be anti-foundational, make all these damn podcasts and these TikTok videos, now they all feeling the fire. And let me tell you something, fam. All y'all TikTok tethers who sit on the internet all damn day in your car, hiding your forehead. You done hid your forehead with a bonnet, with a hat, with a scully. I seen him up, and he was hiding his forehead with a damn rug. I ain't even lying, fam. He was hiding his forehead with a rug, and I still knew he had a Friedman forehead. Yes, he did. And all of y'all that was on the internet, and y'all made it y'all duty to disrespect foundational Black Americans. I mean, you woke up 24/7, 365. You're all being punished. All the TikTok tethers and all the Twitter tethers, they're all being punished for being anti-foundational. See, let me tell you how nature works, family. You can never go to the home of the foundationals who built this thing and show some type of spite or demise or despise for those individuals. You can't do that. Nature will get you. And right now, nature is punishing all these individuals. It's letting them know that in this house, you're going to have to deal with certified foundational Black Americans, and disrespect will not be tolerated. So all of that stuff has came 360 on them, and now they paying the piper. And when I tell y'all that they was coming over here and they thought they was going to get down with Donald Trump as a means of hating on us, family, look at your screen. Look at your screen. Isn't this very, very, very common? People come over here from foreign countries. They're anti-foundational, and they always put their flags next to their nearest Mayo politician. The last guy was saying, Joe Biden, Joe Biden. This lady right here, she thinks she's MAGA. You're not MAGA, you're musty. Okay, there's a big difference between MAGA and musty. And I know there's some musty MAGAs, but you're just not one of them. You're a musty tether, and you thought you was going to get next to the dominant society. But let me tell you why ABK done came knocking on that door. Anti-Black karma. And remember, y'all, they not Black, they melanated and musty. There's a real difference there. We've been telling all these people about these tethers coming over here and thinking they're going to get brownie points by coming down on us, thinking they're going to get brownie points by disrespecting us, thinking that they're going to find a way to come up in America by hating on FBA. We told them, y'all better be watching these damn Mayos because the Mayos don't like y'all. They said, oh, no, they do, nigga. They love us. We work harder than you, nigga. See, all of that we work harder than you stuff, fam, that ain't really much to do with us. That's more for them to tap dance and bootlick for the dominant society. Okay, that's them auditioning for the dominant society. Remember, y'all, it was the Haitians and the Africans and the Jamaicans. They were the main ones out here crying about Charlie Kirk. They were the main ones out here siding with Chud the Builder. They're the main ones out here representing Rick Chow. It was all of them. It was the I want to tap dance and bootlick the dominant society folks. And we told them, and we told the world, Black Americans, it's up. The days of us explaining white supremacy to all of these immigrants and migrants and fleers and refugees and tethers is over. We've been telling these folks since the 1970s. what it's like. Hey, males operate this way. Hey, the system of supremacy don't rock with you. And the only thing they wanted to do was ignore what we were saying, come over here and be anti-foundational Black American so they can get them some mud pie cookies. That's all they did, family. And you know what we said? We said, okay, Blackout, pull that plug out the wall. You on your own now. You on your own. You figure out the system of supremacy, fam. It's not our job to teach people about the system of supremacy in this generation. Previous generations tried it and it failed. It didn't work. They were out there trying to be friendly, diddly, winly to all these people, and they got met with nothing. You try to teach them about supremacy when they came here. Black folks was flying to them other people's homelands, trying to teach them about supremacy over there. And every time you've done that, you've turned around and them same immigrants side with the system of supremacy and they hate on us. They're anti-foundational. That's what it is. But guess what, family? We told them, and the same thing will make you laugh or make you cry, right? Well, let's go to the most Mayo person that you ever gonna see. Did y'all see Megyn Kelly? Yeah, no. The same Megyn Kelly that we were just going in on just on Tuesday. Fam, you see the difference? We was calling out Megyn Kelly. Watch what Megyn Kelly said about them. When you see a musty, melanated person versus a Miracle Whip Mayo, get your popcorn and let them fight.
Look, this has been going on for over a dozen years. Go home. Get out. We know our country's better than yours. That's because we filled it with our work ethic and our culture and our values. You being here only dilutes it for us, those who built it and live it. And half of you people, more than half, you won't assimilate. We don't want you. We don't care if you're offended. Get out. Go home. Go back to fucking Haiti. Sorry. I'm thinking about our friends in Ohio who've been dealing with these TPS Haitians for years now, who are drunk driving all over their towns and killing people. This is the whole cats and dogs thing. Like, they don't want to live like Americans live. And this was supposed to be it was supposed to be temporary help.
Mayo, Megyn going in on the melanated musties. Y'all see? This ain't got nothing to do with us, fam. When you FBA and you on the couch, you can watch them all scrap.
As Haitians for years now, who are drunk driving all over people, more than half. You won't assimilate. We don't want you. We don't care if you're offended. Get out. Go home. Go back to fucking Haiti. Sorry.
I work harder than you, nigga. The white man loves me. I do dance for him. I sing for him. I do a jig for him. And he gives me mud pies. Did all that anti-foundational Black American energy win over any of the Mayos? How'd that work out for you?
We don't care if you're offended. Get out. Go home. Go back to fucking Haiti. Sorry. I'm thinking about our friends in Ohio who've been dealing with these TPS Haitians for years now, who are drunk driving all over their towns and killing people. This is the whole cats and dogs thing. Like, they don't want to live like Americans live. And this was supposed to be it was supposed to be temporary help. And it's turned into another backdoor way of allowing someone permanent residency here. And they take advantage of all of our public services. Look, this has been going on for over a dozen years. Go home. Get out.
Damn. So think about it, family. Why were you wasting time going on podcasts and talking about foundational Black Americans every single moment? Shouldn't you been worrying about Megyn Kelly? Shouldn't you been worrying about Donald Trump? Why were you so upset at my lineage, heritage, and culture? Looks like you had your tether priorities messed up. It don't look like them W's was liking you too much. It don't look like them W's was your friend. Y'all see what all that done got him, right? Y'all see what happens? The same thing will make you laugh and make you cry. That's why they was laughing when they was going on them podcasts. And that's why they crying now that they going on that plane right on back. Because, fam, these tethers have been getting real slick. Real slick, family. Y'all know now a lot of the Haitians are saying that they built America too. Fam, they've been saying a lot of things that Black America's been calling out. And see, they worried about us. You don't need to be worried about foundational Black Americans. We're not the ones sitting there talking to you like Mayo Megyn right there. Foundational Black Americans just doing our thing. You got a problem with us. But guess what, fam? We've been telling everybody exactly how these folks feel, but they thought it would be better to go slide on next to the W's. Well, y'all look at your screen right here, family. This is what I'm talking about. They running around here now and saying how Haitians built America. Well, if Haitians built America, then how come Haitians are getting deported from America? You can't build a country that you get deported from. Just tell the world you fled here. Now you're fleeing out.
This is the time for all of us to raise our voices and to say this country is also our country, is also the country of our immigrants, because we are the one who built it.
The cries of Dr. Gerald Gabot, the Haitian immigrant in charge of the Immigrant Family Services Institute. She's reacting to the U.S. Supreme Court ruling Thursday that President Trump has the power to end.
You built what? You built what? Boy, she out there. Look at her. I told y'all she wanted mud pie. Look at her, fam, with her mouth wide open. Look at her. She out there. I told y'all they auditioning for a damn mud pie, y'all. I told you. Look at her right there. She got her mouth open. She said, so she can get her damn mud pie. You built what in America? You ain't built a damn thing. You ain't built Haiti.
Say this country is also our country, is also the country of our immigrants, because we are the one who built it.
The cries of Dr. Gerald Gabot, the Haitian immigrant in charge of the Immigrant Family Services Institute. She's reacting to the U.S. Supreme Court ruling Thursday that President Trump has the power to end temporary protected status for Haitian and Syrian immigrants, meaning some 45,000 Haitians on TPS in Massachusetts could be deported.
What exactly am I going to say to those 100,000 children who are born here and whose parents are on CPS and can be at any time deported?
Haitians and Syrians are...
I'm going to tell you what you can tell them. Tell them to pack their ish. That's what you tell them. Shit, you ain't got to... I'll tell them. Put me on the phone with them. I'm going to tell them. Pack your stuff. Everything other than going home, y'all. Everything.
Here on TPS because they fled war, gang violence, and hurricane wreckage.
This is the time
for you to pack your shit and go home. Everywhere other than home for these people, y'all. Everything other than going to the crib. See, let me tell you the difference, fam. We've been telling these people for the longest amount of time that foundational Black Americans, we not like y'all. And y'all damn sure ain't like us. Think about it, y'all. When it comes to us, it's home. 24/7, 365, okay? It's home over everything. For them, it's everything except for home. I've never met somebody that hates their homeland so much. Let me tell you something in life, family. I don't know it all. But one thing I know for certain, don't you ever trust somebody that doesn't love their home, y'all, okay? There's no place like home. We'll go everywhere on the planet Earth, fam, and we ready to get back to the crib. These folks will go everywhere on the planet Earth to get away from the crib. That's a big difference, y'all. And remember this as well. Foundational Black Americans, we're not divisive with these people because foundational Black Americans were never connected to these people. In order to be divisive means you got to be connected. How the hell am I going to be divided from somebody that I was never connected to? Let me tell you who I am connected to. I'm connected to all my brothers and sisters right here in the house tonight, represent Chicago. We well connected. I'm fully connected with all my foundational Black Americans in the house tonight, representing Alabama. We are fully connected. And I am absolutely 100% positive that I'm connected with all my foundational Black Americans from Kansas City. Damn, you can't get more connected than that. But let me tell you where I'm not connected to. I'm not connected to no tether, no fleer, no hopper, no skipper, no jumper. Remember this, y'all. Foundational Black Americans, we didn't create the distinction between us and them. We enforce it. Remember that, y'all. See, they want to tell this story that we was all living in some type of happy land until FBA showed up. No, hell no. Foundational Black Americans have never been connected to y'all. So only thing we're doing is enforcing what nature already created, family. We didn't create this separation. This separation was here when we got here. Why are we separated? Because you are you and we are ourselves. And there's a big damn difference. And I understand why you don't want to go home. I understand why you're scared. I understand because you've seen that right there today. And that made your ass see ghosts. You were seeing all types of mud pie ghosts. And then when you open your eyes, you quit seeing mud pie ghosts. You actually just straight up started to see mud pies. Family, let me tell you why they don't want to go home. They don't want to go home because we're going to be eating some soul food tonight. Great soul food. Hell yeah. And they're going to be eating this right here.
They look a lot like pancakes or cookies. The recipe passed down from generations here in Haiti. The recipe passed down from generations here in Haiti, like pancakes or cookies. pancakes or cookies. Like pancakes or cookies. The recipe passed down from generations here in Haiti. Women spend entire days making them. Grandmothers, daughters, and younger girls. Infants are nursed while mothers work the mix. Kids seem to enjoy them, at least when our camera was around. But these patties, known as bonbon terres by the Haitians who eat them, are a grim reminder of just how poor this Caribbean nation is. They aren't sweet, they're hard to swallow, and add almost nothing in terms of nutrition, because the cookies are actually made of dirt. They look a lot.
Wait, hold up. You mean to tell me people who eat that and feed that to their kids go out of their way to hate on foundational Black Americans just for saying we're delineating? Fam, we're delineating and you're eating mud pies and somehow you skip over the mud pies. Somehow you skip over the mud cookies. Somehow you skip over the mud village and get mad at certified foundational Black Americans. That is what you call anti-foundational Black American hatred out of control. But that's all right, because you done got your ass tightened up today. See, fam, we ain't playing none of that stuff, okay? We ain't playing nice with none of these people. Let me tell you something, fam. Every single opportunity that you give these individuals to make amends and to stay out of our business, they never take it. Fam, what foundational Black Americans have been telling everybody is stay the hell out of our business. You know what delineation means, y'all? Delineation means stay the hell out my way, stay the hell out my business. It ain't that deep and complex, but they don't ever want to take that. They want to come over here and they want to disrespect us. So when we sit there and we point out the mud pies and the mud cookies, only thing they do is get upset and they try to run to the W man. But the W man done turned them around and ran their ass right on back to their homeland. You ran to the W man, ended up back in your homeland. Ain't that terrible for you? And if you really want to go there, the main play, y'all, that we've been seeing is they've been running around here talking real reckless, fam, real crazy about what we have created, what we have done, and what we have built. And see, one thing about us, fam, we're very prideful people, foundational Black Americans we are. We're very prideful people. And one thing we don't play is disrespect. See, if we sit here as foundational Black Americans and we start talking about foundational Black American culture, we all gonna laugh and smile. Have y'all noticed that? Let me talk to my brothers and sisters right now. Have y'all noticed if we bring up something like a family reunion, if we bring up a cookout, if we bring up anything that's a foundational Black American holiday, have y'all noticed we'll start laughing, we'll start smiling, we'll have a great time? Have you ever seen them do that? Tell me, have y'all ever seen them have a conversation about their culture and everybody's laughing and like reminiscing, okay? When I go back to my people in Ohio, fam, we gonna spend that first 2-3 hours reminiscing. We gonna be laughing. We gonna be talking about things we did when we was kids. Hey, man, you remember we used to run up the street with the water hose and stuff? Remember when grandma caught us out there tripping, man? And she said, I'm gonna whoop all y'all. Y'all better get back here. Man, that was crazy. Remember when we walked away and the street lights came on, we weren't home yet, and mama came looking for us? We gonna be laughing and having a good time. Family, have y'all ever seen them do that? I've never seen no Haitian, no Jamaican, no African, none of the people in the diaspora who claim that we don't have a culture. I've never seen them do that. They never sit there and talk about things. Fam, it's the summertime right now, and we're going to have all types of conversations. We do it right here on the broadcast, and we spread out all throughout the nation, fam. You start talking about FBA culture, we're going to light up like a Christmas tree, y'all. So you see how deep it is and how passionate we are because we share that same vibe, right? Whenever they bring up their homeland, everybody put their heads down, they start frowning, and then they want to run. They don't talk about that. Hell, man, I remember that time I didn't hit it. Oh, I remember that time in Jamaica. I don't never see that, family. Hell no. Only thing I hear is about, boy, that mud pie, I don't want it. Or I want to get next to the W. They'll have plenty of conversations about cake soap, but they'll never have no conversations about a family reunion. Do they even have family reunions, fam? Do they have tribal reunions? I don't know what the hell they do, but it ain't us. That's why I tell everybody, fam, we're not sitting here forcing any type of distinction, fam. What we are, we're enforcing it. Not forcing it, enforcing it. And when the news came down today, y'all, oh, man, it had them shook. And this is what's going on with TPS. This is why they're afraid, because them same W's they want to be are the same W's who are sending them home.
Waves are being felt in immigrant communities after the Supreme Court cleared the way for the Trump administration to remove legal protections from hundreds of thousands of Haitians and Syrians in the U.S. The justices ruled 6-3 that courts have no power to second guess the administration's decision to end those protections. The ruling ends what's called temporary protected status for roughly 350,000 Haitians, many of whom have lived and worked here legally for years after fleeing violence or natural disasters like the 2010 Haiti earthquake. Most will now have to leave the U.S. or face deportation. Springfield, Ohio made headlines during the 2024 campaign when then-candidate Trump spread unsubstantiated claims about its more than 10,000 Haitian immigrants eating pets.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. The people that came in, they're eating the cats.
Pets.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cats.
Springfield's community leaders say families are stunned, and industry groups warn it could have serious consequences on the nation's elder care workforce, where tens of thousands of Haitians work as nurses and home health aides. The court also revived a policy allowing border agents to turn away asylum seekers before they ever set foot on U.S. soil. Trump aide Stephen Miller now declaring the country's asylum system all but shut down.
So America's doors are closed fully to asylum seekers. We've set up agreements where if you want asylum, then we will find a country elsewhere in the world to take you. It's very simple, a very elegant, a very complete solution.
Waves are being felt in
Damn. Look like them borders are closed, and it look like it's going to be permanent, y'all. Very permanent. But let me tell you a lot of things that people are missing about this TPS being completely canceled and shut down. Let me tell y'all, fam, a lot of them ain't even going to Haiti. See, once the American government gets a hold of you, now they can dictate where you end up going. A lot of them are going to go to places like Uganda. Remember when the people from Uganda came over here, fam, and Trump gave them a little gold coin, right? Well, what ended up happening was, fam, they made a deal. And in that deal that they made, that was basically saying, we'll take anybody that you deport. So it isn't for sure that these people are going home to Haiti. You might end up on the other side of the earth. Oh, boy, they scared today. They're scared today. Let me tell you who else is scared today. The Africans are afraid. Yes, they are. I'm even seeing Asians are afraid. Yes, they are. I'm seeing Latinos. They're always afraid. Yes, they are. All of these people are afraid because they see how this goes. Remember, y'all, deportation is dominoes. Why is that? Deportation is dominoes because when one domino falls on one community, everybody starts to get toppled. So they start seeing that they may be next. And I'm telling everybody, Tethergeddon, 24/7 blackout, and deportations. Those three things right there are in full effect, in full swing. And we, as foundational Black Americans, we sitting over here watching. I'm telling y'all, the popcorn couldn't get popped any more better, y'all. Because remember this, fam. They was running around here saying this wasn't going to happen. And remember this, fam. All the Africans, they was running around here just the other day having a damn slave reenactment where they were mocking us. Oh, yeah, we ain't forget about none of that. Hell to the no, we ain't forget about none of that. Remember, y'all, these people have been disrespecting our people as long as they possibly could, and we ain't going for them games no damn more. It's certified time for certified foundational Black Americans. Whether you like it or love it, you're going to have to deal with it out here having damn reenactments. And then let me show y'all this right here, fam. Don't forget, remember, the Caribbean and Africans, they're getting together for their little reparations claim. So they can basically try to cut us out. Yeah, what happens in one Caribbean nation goes on in all Caribbean nations. What goes on in the diaspora goes on with all the people in the diaspora. And we ain't a part of none of that. So you can see the way it's unfolded. These people are all out there, fam. And that go for the Syrians, Venezuelans, all of these people who come over here and are anti-foundational, y'all. Now they're starting to see what it's really like. Because when you disrespect certified foundational Black Americans in this generation, the time of the regulators, you pick the wrong time, the wrong era, and damn sure the wrong lineage. You gonna get that smoke. And what my brothers and sisters is doing out here in the streets, fam, we focus on them dollar bills. And we ain't letting nobody get in the way of it because this is all about reparations. You want to come here to the United States of America and you want to replace and erase us so you get your mud pie cookies from the dominant society. Now you're seeing the dominant society ain't rocking with you. And that same political party, the Democrats, we done shut them down and canceled them. You can't run to them. That's why they out there screaming for Joe Biden. Joe Biden ain't walking through that damn door because Joe Biden can't walk no damn more. Okay? And you go get the next one, we gonna check them. Because remember, it was me, myself, and I, Black Alpha, all three of me. I'm the one who checked Kamala Harris. And what I told her, y'all, I told Kamala Harris, you're not going to take my ancestors' legacy and give it to illegals. And then voila, here you go. You wake up today and TPS is revoked, family. It is very, very, very poetic. And it is very, very, very stoic when foundational Black Americans step in the damn place. So they ain't got nowhere to go, y'all. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. When I tell everybody that these individuals was very disrespectful, let me show y'all Juneteenth a few days ago. We were talking about what they were doing over there in Africa, right? With Juneteenth. We were talking about the reenactment, right? Where they were out there mocking us. Let me tell you something that went on during Juneteenth that nobody spoke about. How many of you guys seen during Juneteenth? They were trying to say, and I'm talking about the Caribbeans, I'm talking about the Haitians, the same ones who's getting revoked and going home today. 350,000+ are on their way back home or on their way to some bum F country because they can't stay here. Did y'all see that they were talking about how Juneteenth was such a great day because Juneteenth is tied into Haiti and Brazil with the soccer game? Yeah, while the Africans was over there trying to hijack Juneteenth, the Caribbeans were saying, I cannot believe Haiti versus Brazil on Juneteenth. They were literally trying to make it look like Haiti playing soccer against Brazil was some favor they were doing for us. They was making it look like they was doing us a solid, fam. Yes, the hell they was. Look at this. We ain't got to wait. Let's get to it, fam. They were literally trying to make it look like Juneteenth was some special day because of soccer.
Happy Juneteenth, aka Freedom Day. I find it amazing that tonight Haiti versus Brazil will be in the FIFA World Cup on Juneteenth. You know what's so beautiful? Seeing so many cultures, so many people across the world and across the country be so excited for one another on Juneteenth, on Juneteenth, on Juneteenth.
On Juneteenth, the first Black nation is playing, the largest Black country outside of Africa, on American soil, in the United States, in Philadelphia. That's poetry in motion.
To all my Black Americans, just in advance, if Haiti wins on Juneteenth, you might have to share that holiday, bro.
But just speak about Juneteenth, right? Juneteenth.
Listen to it, family. They was trying to hijack Juneteenth with a damn soccer game. What happened to all them people talking about Juneteenth ain't nothing? What happened to all them people disrespecting us? What happened to we ain't got a culture? We don't give a damn about no soccer. Trying to use a soccer game to get in on Juneteenth.
It's June 19. World Cup of Keeper America. Now, Brazil and Haiti will be playing that day. History has proven this, that Haiti are the first Black nation to.
So today is a perfect example of why Pan-Africanism is so important and how our liberatory struggles are in some way connected, because today is Juneteenth. So it is the day that all Black Americans found out, or Black Americans in Galveston, Texas found out.
She can't even get it right. See, fam, they over here trying to use our stuff. She can't even get it right. It was a day. No, it could have been a day. I think it was a Wednesday. I don't know. What?
It is the day that all Black Americans found out, or Black Americans in Galveston, Texas found out that they had been freed 2 years prior. So it's the day that all Black Americans were essentially freed. And Haiti, the first free Black republic, in Brazil, the last nation to abolish slavery, are not fighting, but they're going against each other on the World Cup. And if you don't tell me, like, what are the odds? What are the odds that this is happening on Juneteenth?
It ain't no damn odds. We don't give it. Fam, how many of y'all, right now, fam, y'all know we got to go ahead and take our little litmus test. How many of y'all in the chat right now gave a damn? No, scratch that. How many of y'all even gave a damn or knew that soccer game was happening on Juneteenth? How many of y'all knew? How many of y'all didn't know? Let me know some.
Okay, so I've been seeing on hella social media platforms that people are surprised or confused about why Black people should be excited about the fact that on Juneteenth, Haiti is playing Brazil in the World Cup. And so allow me to add some context because it's really ahistorical to not think that it's important. So stay with me. Juneteenth is a celebration of June 19th, 1865. That was the day that the last enslaved people in Galveston, Texas found out that they had been granted their freedom. Mind you, the Emancipation Proclamation was signed on January 1st, 1863. So it was 2 years and some change before the last enslaved African Americans in this country found out that they were free on paper. Haiti is the first country on this side of the world to gain its independence and thereby free all of its enslaved people, Black people there. That happened in 1804, and they fought for their independence against the French. Conversely, Brazil is the country that has the largest Black diaspora population on.
Boy, she reaching, ain't she? Is she reaching, family? Look how much she reaching. And then it rained the same time. It was a real rainy day. ain't none of y'all knew. I ain't know neither. Oh, man, I don't watch no damn soccer. Get out of here. She like, it was a cold day, and who would have thought it would all happen on a cold day? Then ain't that just wild? If you think about it, no, we don't think about it. We don't think about you. We don't think about none of that.
Have the largest numbers. Those numbers pale in comparison to the number of people that were transported to the United States of America for that purpose. So the reason why the World Cup game, and that game specifically happening on Juneteenth in Philadelphia, one of the Blackest cities in this country, is so important is because it is a shared celebration of what it means to be free and an equal playing participant on the world stage. And that is something to be celebrated regardless of where in the African diaspora you sit.
Happy Juneteenth, aka Freedom.
No, I told y'all, man. I told y'all, family. These people desperate as hell. Look how much they was trying to drag us in. They were just trying to pull us in. Wasn't they, fam? They were doing everything they possibly could imagine to try to make that about Juneteenth and Black Americans. Wasn't no Black Americans thinking that. Fam, how you going to try to say it's some type of historical thing and it's some type of beautiful coincidence about Juneteenth when the people Juneteenth is for didn't know, didn't care, still don't give a damn? See, fam, they be trying to force feelings on us. I think it's kind of weird if you ask me. All right, I think it's strange, fam. They always trying to force something on Black Americans. Don't we look alike, brother? I look just like you, don't I? If you look at me on a Wednesday, I look like Michael Jackson. Yes, I do. And a lot of people in my village call me Black Alpha. Yes, I'm Musty Alpha. They be trying to look like us, fam. They obsessed. I ain't never seen no grown-ass 6'2" man that want to run around and look like another man. It's weird if you ask me. Oh, fam, they want to look like all of us. I'm telling you right now, they got a Jamaican Black Alpha. They got an African Tariq Nasheed. I told you I done seen 2 Black. They got how many Nigerian Tupacs are there, fam? I'm telling you, I look like Tariq, don't I? Don't I look like Tariq? I look like Black Alpha too now. I look like all of them. If you don't get the hell out of here, how the hell you gonna be weird and musty? As if musty wasn't bad enough on its own. You want to add weird on top of it. I'm telling you, they stalkers, fam. They stalk, fam. I told y'all. Tethers be on the internet. They be having pictures of me I don't even remember taking. I'm like, how the hell you get that photo? Fam, they be in the bushes. They already eat bush meat. They be eating bush meat while they're in the bushes, and then they be pulling out their old Polaroid, snapping pictures and stuff. You be out to eat. They're like, there he goes. There he goes. I take this one back to the village, man. Get the hell up out of here, weirdo. This is what I'm talking about these people, y'all. They strange, man. They want to look like all of y'all. I'm telling all of y'all. That's what Tether was about in the movie Tether, man. There is an African, a Jamaican, or a Haitian version of all 2.7 thousand of us in this chat right now. I promise you that on everything I love. Because they can't get it on their own, fam. Would you put it past somebody who's trying to make Juneteenth about soccer? Okay, would you put it past somebody who's obsessed with looking like Michael Jackson or obsessed with looking like damn Luther Vandross, fam? Would you? They be out here trying to look like everybody, Stevie Wonder, everybody, dog. This is what I'm talking about. And fam, it goes even further than that. Let me show y'all something. This is what I mean. Every time things go wrong for these people, they start running their mouth. But it don't be landing though. Never. Because remember, y'all, so worried about 1804, you should be worrying about 2026. Matter of fact, worry about 2000 and now and quit worrying about the past. Look at this. This is what I'm saying, fam. Always worried about FBA.
To all you FBA idiots that's coming under my videos talking about you paved the way, you're not going to allow the diaspora to disrespect you. Let me tell you something. When it comes to the Haitian people, put respect on our name. Put respect on our name because we are part of your history. We are part of American history, okay? We helped you gain your independence from the British. America wouldn't be the size that it is without us, okay?
What?
With the Louisiana Purchase. Several Haitian members participate in the civil rights movement. We were the first and only Black nation that beat the white. So when it comes to Haitian, stop acting like we some freeloaders. You're not gonna talk to any Haitian and they're going to tell you that they left Haiti because they hate Haiti. We here because your white people stole our shit and destabilized the country. That's why we're here. Stop disrespecting Haitians. Your white people stole our shit. Your white people stole our shit.
Y'all notice they do that a lot too, fam? They're always trying to make it look like it's our W's. You ever notice that, fam? Listen what she said. She says, your W's. Watch.
Stop disrespecting Haitians. Your white people stole our shit. Your white people stole our shit.
They not ours. And notice, fam, she got a damn Rosa Parks shirt on. You see how nothing they say make any damn sense, fam? You sitting there with a Rosa Parks shirt trying to talk to foundational Black Americans and talking about what RWs. I know you ain't talking. I know you ain't talking. Okay, you think you are the damn W. Don't come in here talking about who's what. Y'all think y'all are them. We don't give a damn about no W's. We ain't never give a damn. See, we the only ones who really ever stood on business, fought back. We the ones who really been the riders. We've been the ones doing everything that they claim that they do, y'all. Can we go there, y'all? Can we really break it down proper like? She's sitting there with a damn Rosa Parks shirt on and trying to tell Black Americans about this, that, and the other thing. Let me tell y'all something, y'all. We're going to go ahead and make it. Let's talk about Haiti for a minute, y'all. We're going to go ahead and break it down and roll it on up. If you look at the screen right there, family, you see how they're upset because the Supreme Court ruling done chopped them down and done sent them home. I want y'all to see even further, fam. Let's go down the line real quick. Look at that right there as well. It's been all over the news, fam, all across the board, y'all. Y'all see right here what's happening to them. TPS, okay? Tether Protection Service, okay? And remember, y'all, it says temporary. So I don't know why you thought temporary meant permanent. But if you want to go there, fam, the reason why Haitians in particular have so much spite, jealousy, envy, and flat out despise for foundational Black Americans, because we are everything that they pretend to be, okay? We're everything that they pretend to be. See, they try to run around here with this whole image of we was the first free nation. We the first ones who stopped the dominant society. We was the first warriors. But everybody looks at them and says, well, why are you in the situation you in now? And do you ever tell the other half of that story that them W's done spent the block and then came back and colonized y'all and made y'all pay them reparations? Yeah. Yes, y'all. Haiti had to pay reparations back to the French. Yes, indeed. An independence debt, an independent tax. Yes, the hell. They always leave that out at 1804. That don't never come up in the 1804 conversations. The fact them same W's spent the block and y'all started to tell on each other. Y'all start to snitch on each other. The same thing y'all doing right damn now. And then they took you on out. You a one-hit wonder. That's all you are. You had one hit. And then y'all ended up selling each other out. Y'all ended up turning coat on each other. And y'all ended up getting locked up. All the riders over there who actually overthrew the colonizer, all of them damn people ended up in France getting RIP'd by them folk. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know the names. You know the dates, y'all. They're mad at foundational Black Americans because foundational Black Americans have been the only people who have consistently fought the dominant society and the system of supremacy. And let me make this clear, y'all. You're not going to take the credit of my ancestors right here on this landmass and how we gave all that work to the supremacists. There ain't a time frame on this earth where foundational Black Americans didn't give that work to them damn supremacists. And this thing where we were inspired by the Haitian Revolution. No, the hell we wasn't. Do you know who inspired all the foundational Black Americans to overthrow the slave master and to revolt? Let me tell you who inspired foundational Black Americans. Other foundational Black Americans. We didn't have to look to Haiti. First off, it wasn't like there was Wi-Fi in the internet where the message just came to everybody on the plantation. It's not like this was the 2000s, fam, and you can go get on TikTok and say, oh man, they overthrew all of the supremacists in Haiti. We should do the same thing. You didn't have that type of technology. But let me tell you what I had. I had my certified brother right here, my certified sister right here. All of our motivation and inspiration came from right here at home, and it's always been that way. There were slave revolts in the United States of America way before 1804, y'all. And the dominant society knows that. That's why they're always trying to hide that. Okay, there's a beautiful, wonderful documentary film, the greatest documentary of all time, and I'm going to be in the new one that comes out this summer, fam. It's called Hidden Colors, y'all. And go check Hidden Colors, and Hidden Colors will tell you about all the slave revolts that done went on right here in the United States of America. We ain't need no damn 1804. And then when we did what we did, they didn't spin the block on us. They tried to spin the block on us, and what ended up happening to them? I'm going to tell you what happened when they tried to spin the block on Black Americans, the Deacons of Defense, the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, the Nation of Islam, the Black Liberation Army. That would happen when you try to spin the block on us. You didn't come back and then lock us up and we told on each other. You better get your damn facts right. Foundational Black Americans, we ain't need Haiti for a goddamn thing. All of our love, pride, and energy came from right here in America. And that's how certified foundational Black Americans roll then and now. That's why Haitians be so jealous and they got to go talk about we ain't got no culture and go hop on any dusty ass podcast that'll take them. This is why they do that, because the image of a warrior class that they've been trying to act like since 1804, we done been the whole damn time then and before 1804. Foundational Black Americans about that life. Come see about it. Check the track record. So if you see how foundational Black Americans been moving, and then you look over there how they've been losing, that tells you the major story. Because let me tell you something, fam. When you come over here, our hood don't look like that. I ain't seen a projects, a ghetto in America that looks like that right there. Ain't never seen it, fam. So what that warrior class get you? Poverty? What that warrior class give you? Having to pay an independent tax to your colonizer? Cake soap? Fam, 1804 was a one-hit wonder. And you ain't done nothing in 2000 and now.
Oh, y'all talk about, oh, Haiti was the first to do that. We the ones responsible. We the ones. Bro, nobody wanted to be enslaved. Y'all be pushing the narrative, be acting like y'all was the only ones who didn't want to be enslaved. Nobody wanted to be enslaved. Slave rebellions have been happening since the beginning of time. In the 13 colonies, Georgia all the way up to New York, had already been rebelling before 1804. Over in Savannah, Georgia, them folks drowned themselves in the river.
Savannah, Georgia? Oh, you talking about my hood. Oh, fam, that ain't Haiti. No. One more time. You talking about Savannah, Georgia? Savannah, Georgia was riding. Let me know something. The GA in the building, especially Savannah, stand all the way up. Yes, indeed. That wasn't no damn Haiti.
They'll be acting like y'all was the only ones who didn't want to be enslaved. Nobody wanted to be enslaved. Slave rebellions have been happening since the beginning of time. In the 13 colonies, Georgia all the way up to New York, had already been rebelling before 1804. Over in Savannah, Georgia, them folks drowned themselves in the river to keep from being enslaved. That was in like 1802, 1803. Before Haiti got their independence. The Stono Rebellion that happened in like South Carolina.
Oh, the Seapote in the house. Seapote in the house. I see you, Seapote. What up? Rest in peace, Camouflage. Let's go. We know about America. We know about Georgia. We know about Savannah. What we talking about? Seapote in here.
It was in like the early 1700s. Way before Haiti got their 21 years of independence. It's so many more slave rebellions that happened in 13 colonies, all the way up to Virginia, to New York. It's been rebelling. Y'all ain't the first ones to rebel, bro. Stop insinuating that. Y'all, it's like, and I say this with love too, bro. I say this with love. Y'all gotta find something else to talk about with Haiti. What have you done since then? Trying to sound like the 30-plus-year-old dude who always talk about the highlight of his life when he was in high school, the girls he was with, how many points he scored in the game. Like, bro, what the have you done since then? And I say this with love. Just during the winter games and in the World Cup, y'all let them folks made you damn your logo. Like, you ain't standing for nothing. I only hear this from the American Haitians. who never even been to Haiti. I ain't never touched down in Haiti. I ain't never thought about booking no trip to Haiti. Go everywhere in the world but to Haiti. I've been to all the countries, all the European countries on vacation. I ain't thought about touching down in Haiti not one time. But then we'll turn around and say, oh, America is pushing negative propaganda about Haiti. Then show us different. Go there. And it this kind of get up under my skin when y'all always just harp on the 1804, 1804. You never bring up 1825.
Woo!
Them folks spent the block on y'all.
1825, fam. We're going to talk about 1825 tonight. Fam, let's talk about some Haitian history tonight. Let's talk about 1825. Shout out to Florida. Shout out to Louisiana. Shout out to New York. Shout out to all of the foundational Black American revolutionaries who done revolted against this system of supremacy. I'm talking about the ancestors and I'm talking about us now. We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it, family.
Y'all only got to enjoy freedom for 21 years. Then you let the U.S. Marines come in there, take money from your bank, gold out your bank, walk.
Only got to enjoy freedom for 21 years. Your freedom ain't even old enough to drink. And you want to come talk to me. You can't even go get your ass a cocktail. If you cannot get a cocktail, don't talk to no rider, family. Hell no. You better get a damn wine cooler and shut up when you talking to FBA. How the hell you gonna talk to us, fam? And we've been mobbing since day one, and your freedom ain't even old enough to drink. You better sit down and have some damn wine.
Y'all only got to enjoy freedom for 21 years. Then you let the U.S. Marines come in there, take money from your bank, gold out your bank, walk straight out. Easiest heist in the world. Y'all ain't do nothing about it. Y'all doing a real disservice to y'all ancestors, bro. You say you getting all this money, but don't stop to go and help Haiti do nothing. What are you sending back to Haiti? What are you doing for Haiti? Yeah, we found in Chicago. Out of all the skyscrapers in Chicago, which one of them owned by Haitians?
Woo!
I say this with love. Find something new to talk about. Create something else.
Damn.
Do something else. That 1804 is dead because when them folks came back, imagine me going to school every day and a bullet keep taking my lunch every day and be my ass. Then I finally decide to fight back. I win the fight. And then the bully come back and be like, well, because you won the fight and I was prepared for you to win that, now you got to pay me. I'm not paying you for I just whoop your ass. I can just whoop your ass again. Why didn't Haiti fight back again? Like Jesse Wu said in the video, we wasn't about to wait on nobody to give us our freedom like some places. She was taking a shit at the U.S. Well, what people fail to realize is Black Americans have been fighting the strongest nation in the world, the richest nation in the world.
Right here. Never ran one time, y'all. Didn't flee, none of that. How you gonna whoop somebody? They come back and whoop you and then take your stuff and you don't whoop them again. How you get one whooping, but you don't have two of them? You ain't done nothing.
Black Americans been fighting them on their own soil. Y'all on and complain about all the America do when they come into your countries and disrupt the economic systems, and you say they do all this other with the CIA. And what you think they was doing to on their own soil who they didn't like? Black Americans still had to fight them every day. The most powerful nation in the world.
There it is. There it go, family. And we still winning. Talk about it. That's what I'm saying, fam. That's what it is, fam. They know it, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Everybody knows we're the real warriors, y'all. Foundational Black Americans, we're the real warrior class. I'm talking about on the planet. Ain't nobody gonna talk about the system of supremacy, y'all, and we gonna take a backseat. Let me tell you something. Me and my big brother always say, fam, when it come to this right here, being a foundational Black American certified rider, we take a backseat to nobody. When it comes to handling the system of supremacy, I'm talking about mentally, physically, spiritually, with the emphasis on physically. We take a backseat to nobody. As a foundational Black American, don't let nobody ever come and try to tell you, criticize you, or lecture you about the system of supremacy when they ain't never done nothing. They ain't never did a damn thing but get their ass whooped. While foundational Black Americans, we've been the ones out here dishing it out, and we've been doing it right here. We've been doing it right here. We ain't fleeing our homeland. We ain't ducking and dodging and trying to get up out of here. We stood in the paint 24/7, 365. Family, look at my shirt. Y'all look at my shirt right here, family. Now, right now, I want you to think. Give me the Jamaican version. Give me the Haitian version. Give me the African version. Give me any version on the damn planet. Give me the Lucy Lou version. Give me the Miss Pedro version. I'm waiting. Don't exist. And family, for every one of Harriet Tubman's, fam, I can go get you 1 million more. Hell, we got a couple thousand in the chat right now. Certified salute to all my FBA sisters. Y'all the best. Now, y'all tell me who get it in like foundational Black Americans. Who get it in like foundational Black Americans? When you look at people handling the system of supremacy back in the day, you look at photos and pictures, it be foundational Black American women out there on the front line throwing them damn things. Assata Shakur, you feel me? Kathleen Cleaver, you feel me? Now you tell me, y'all, where the other sisters on the planet Earth that get it in? They don't. They run. Just like they men run. Let me tell you something, fam. If the men run, what the hell the women gonna do? The men run, the women run, they all run. And foundational Black Americans, we all one. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. They always send out some dusty, musty, always rusty ass tether. And now they're always trying to convince us to leave. Okay? They're always trying to convince us to leave. Remember, y'all, they want to be us. They're jealous and they have despise because we don't have to kiss the W man's ass when he walk in the room. Y'all know the difference. Everybody sees it. See, the world and the system of supremacy, fam, is a matter of admitting things. It's a matter of a middle. It's not about what goes on. It's about who's willing enough to say it. See, foundational Black Americans, we got a saying, and it's, I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. We're the most direct, exclusive people on the planet. They don't like that about us, fam. Everything about you, they don't like. They don't like your aura. They don't like the way you shine. They don't like the way that we're uncensored. We're unscripted. We say what we want. We live organic, authentic, certified. That's how we live, fam. trust me, everybody has an issue with that. They resent that factor of foundational Black American culture because they don't have it. All the people in the diaspora, all of them get mad at foundational Black Americans because they're poor. And foundational Black Americans, if we got a problem, we gonna speak it. When we walk in the room, we got that step. When our sisters pull up, they got that step. Our brothers, they got that step. Our children got that step. They don't have that, so they resent that in foundational Black Americans because they know when Mayo, Megyn Kelly walk in the room, they get on both knees. When Joe Biden pulls up his wheelchair, they get on both knees. When Donald Trump walk into place, they get on both knees. All of these people on the planet Earth, fam, have a problem with foundational Black Americans, and they're anti-foundational because they understand that foundational Black Americans, we don't take no shit from nobody, and they all will bend over backwards for any white man that walk in the building. And they know that. They may not say it out loud. They may not admit it, accept it, or acknowledge it, but we all know the real. The real is that foundational Black Americans don't play. So if you want to talk about a warrior class, damn 1804. I'm talking about right here for hundreds of thousands of years to this very second. Foundational Black Americans, we the real riders. Foundational Black Americans, we the real regulators. Look at this right here, fam. This is what I'm talking about. They send out everybody they can find to try to get us to leave America so they can flee to America and try to take our spot.
I'm not leaving America because my ancestors built this land. You think your ancestors wanted to be here? You think that if they didn't have the chance to leave, that they would? That if their life wasn't threatened, if their children weren't threatened, that they would have gotten up and go? And now you are sitting here in the most freest version of being there is. And you are committed to staying because you own some land, you own a house, you have the banks waiting for a missed payment. You have the system happy. Yes, let's get all the property taxes. Let's keep hiking them up each year because they own the land. Our people were nomadic people. Every human being around the world stems from one being, Africa. And why have we inhabited the world? Because we left.
What? Fam? Y'all see that gap right there? That gap right there makes me have to do this right here. The damn gap gave you away. Did she just say we're nomadic people? Fam, is she trying to go back to damn ancient times? We're nomadic people. Fam, I done heard a lot of different excuses trying to get foundational Black Americans to leave America. I ain't never seen nobody say, we're nomadic. We're nomadic. We need to leave. We're hunters and gatherers in the Ice Age, in the dinosaurs. That's why we leave. So she's telling us to leave, but yet she's telling us to stay. And by the way, our ancestors ain't never run.
some land, you own a house, you have the banks waiting for mispayment. You have the system happy. Yes, let's get all the property taxes. Let's keep hiking them up each year because they own the land. Our people were nomadic people. Every human being around the world stems from one being, Africa. And why have we inhabited the world? Because we left, because we moved, because we explored when it was time, when we felt in our soul that it wasn't right. We didn't.
No, they flee. That's what they do. That's what they, when they leave their homelands, they're running up, okay? Because they can't build their homelands. They can't get it popping in their homelands. That's why. That's what's going on in the real world.
Believe in ownage of the land. We were nomadic people. It is within our DNA to go. But the minute that the idea that you can own anything on this earth became the definition of what wealth meant, we then became a slave to the system. I'm not leaving America.
And you are a musty tether in any system, in all systems. Okay, how about that one? Since we keep in count. Let me tell you this, fam. Foundational Black Americans, we ain't never run from America. And I'm going to up the ante. Foundational Black Americans, we ain't never walked from America. Running, walking, skipping, hopping, no way have we ever left the United States. It's one thing. See, these people, they run. I'm talking about they literally gas up and they get the hell out of there. One thing a tether can do, they can't talk straight, okay? They ain't got a straight hairline. Nope. They can't get no women. The women can't get no men. But one thing they can do, y'all, is they asses can run. Foundational Black Americans, we ain't never run, we ain't never walk out of the United States of America. And the reason why they want that, because they all want our spot, y'all. They all want our spot. All of these people wish they were foundational Black Americans. Y'all know I say it all the time, numerous times. There's only two people on the planet Earth, foundational Black Americans, and then everybody that wants to be a foundational Black American. You can divide and divvy up the earth simply off of that fact alone, because we are the main character, fam. And I've been on this time for a long time, and I know my regulators have, and I want anybody who's new tapped in right now to go ahead and jump on board, okay? It's time that we act like exactly who we are, and that is the main characters, okay? The great Kabahai Wata Kamene, he said a long time ago when I was listening to him, matter of fact, I was talking to him, and he said, basically, if you're winning, act like it. Act like it. Don't be a winner and not own that stuff. Family, we are the main character, okay? We are number one. Everybody want to be like us. They're going to be mad any damn way. Remember this, fam. They're mad at you because you are number one, so you need to go ahead and step like you number one, okay? I'm not cocky, I'm confident, so when you tell me I'm the best, it's a compliment. And you damn right, family, foundational Black Americans are the best. Everybody want to be us. Everybody wants to be this, fam. Everybody wants to be foundational Black Americans. The Mayo that they want to be us. Think about that, fam. The people that they worship want to be like foundational Black Americans. That actually adds to their despise and their hatred for us. The people that the tethers, the fleers, and the hoppers, and the mops, they want to be like us. They want to be down and try to get in foundational Black American spaces, but that ain't up there, fam. One thing for certain is that foundational Black Americans in this generation, we've been shutting it down. Foundational Black Americans in this generation, we've been holding it down. And foundational Black Americans in this generation, we've been blacking them out. Yeah. See, this blackout is the next phase of delineation. The blackout is the next phase of this separation, this regulation. The blackout is shutting everybody down, and everybody is absolutely petrified and terrified, as they should be. Because let me tell you something, family. If you don't, they're going to run around here and they're going to try to just replace us. Remember, fam, these people have no morals. They have no ethics. They want foundational Black Americans to accept them and to help them. We're not helping a damn thing. We're going to help ourselves. That's what it's about. Everybody else do that. See, fam, there's not going to be two sets of rules. They want us to play by the rules of they can do whatever the hell they want to do, but we got to play nice. No. We're going to play real, okay? That's how we're going to get down out here in the world today. Shout out to Mr. Jimmy, okay? Shout out to you, Mr. Jimmy, if you listen, to Certified Salute. I don't know how many of you guys heard the broadcast the other day. Mr. Jimmy, baby boomer, called in, and he was saying, it's so beautiful to be alive right now. He was talking to me and our sister Natural, and he was like, yo, it's so beautiful to be alive right now. He loved everything that's going on right now, how we all on code and we all moving and we all cohesive. And so many brothers and sisters was hitting me up saying they loved that conversation, and I love the conversation. They had a Leo smiling from ear to ear, fam. And that's the type of energy I'm talking about. They don't have that. Fam, if you don't like your homeland, then you don't like yourself. And if you want to talk about not liking yourself, then you can go right on here. Family, if you don't check these people. These people gonna just run with anything they can come up with. Fam, did you see the lady over there? And she said Juneteenth is about Ghana as well. Fam, they just getting to the point where they just trying to take our stuff. Watch this.
Juneteenth is not only an American story, it is a global story, an African story, and a Ghanaian story. It reminds us that the struggle for freedom, dignity, and justice is universal and unending. In this castle that was once used to service the machinery of enslavement, we gather today to declare that freedom is unfinished without repairing the trauma and lasting injustice. Juneteenth is not only an American story, it is a global story.
No, the hell it's not. No, I don't give a damn who you are, lady. Let me tell you, I'm a Black American. You can't tell me a goddamn thing. No, it ain't. You ain't dictating nothing. You better dictate some deodorant because I can smell your ass beyond that podium is what you better do. See, fam, I'm not playing these games with these people. You ain't just going to come out here and say, Juneteenth is not just about America, it's about Ghana. How the hell is Juneteenth about the other side of the ocean? How is it about the other side on a whole different continent, y'all? Hell no. We ain't playing none of that. We ain't accepting none of that. You can take all of that and you can get the hell away from foundational Black Americans. Because let me tell you something. Our kids ain't going to be sitting back listening to that type of nonsense and be like, oh, is it really about Ghana? Because let me tell you something. When they try to say it's about Ghana, then they're going to try to say it's about Zimbabwe and then Ivory Coast. And then it's just going to turn into all of Africa. Y'all notice this, y'all? Have y'all noticed when it comes to us foundational Black Americans, have y'all noticed we don't ever claim none of their stuff? Notice this, family. Notice this. This whole situation is them trying to claim us. It's not us trying to claim them. Who really is the winner here, fam? The person who want to look like, act like, talk like somebody, or the person who doesn't even pay that individual, I was about to curse, that individual no mind. We don't pay them no mind. This is all about them trying to look like foundational Black Americans or trying to talk like foundational Black Americans, trying to speak like foundational Black Americans. We don't give a damn about none of this. See, fam, we don't walk around here and say that, oh, this day is our day. This is our day here in America. First off, they don't have no days over there. Because remember, y'all, there's no Black empowerment movements going on in anywhere in the diaspora. Anywhere, fam. Remember, I'm talking about all of them. Since they want to be a diaspora, then I'm going to put them all in the same box, fam. What day do they have? Somebody tell me the day that they got. They ain't got no day. They ain't got no special day over there. And the reason why they don't have any special days over there, family, is because the only thing that they commemorate over there are days of feuding and fighting with each other. You understand? We, as foundational Black Americans, it's all about us going against the system of supremacy. So miss me with the Juneteenth got anything to do with Ghana. Juneteenth is only about certified foundational Black Americans. Juneteenth has nothing to do with anybody else who isn't a foundational Black American. And how can you be a foundational Black American? Is if you are born a foundational Black American. So if you weren't born a foundational Black American, then keep foundational Black Americans out your mouth. It's that simple. And let me tell you why it's even more simple, fam. Because certified foundational Black Americans been doing our thing. And you just got to be careful, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful, man, because, you know, Jabba the Hutt might pull up. You know what I'm saying? Oompa Loompas might pull on up. You know what I'm saying? The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man might pull on up. You just never know. But you know one thing for certain, family. When you start talking about Haitians, Haitian tethers just seem to come out the damn blue now, don't they? Don't they? And they're real upset right now, too. Aren't they? Aren't they? And why are they so upset, Black Alpha? It's because they know one thing for certain. Pan-Africanism, scam Africanism is not going to save them from them 17 necks they have underneath their chin. Watch Holin' rolling. And boy, rolling out here, he already bucking his eyes, fam. I ain't even hit play yet. And why the hell his panel's always looking away? It's always him bucking his eyes and them looking away. Oh, Rolling mad right now. Rolling scared, y'all. Rolling is petrified because Rolling is Haitian. And his people gonna be rolling back in Haiti. He very scared because he feels that his connection to that all-you-can-eat buffet is about to go away because they don't serve that in Haiti.
That's why we have Roland's Book Club. That's why we got the Black Table.
I went to my office, and there's another book that I grabbed. And see, if I can't do these interviews, that's what we got Greg. So Greg talked to this guy right here when he did the book, The Absolutely Indispensable Man, Ralph Bunche, The United Nations, and the Fight to End Empire. This is another book right here. And Cal Rostiala, he's the author of this book. And if you want to understand, if y'all want to understand what is going on today with African nations, the reason why you need to read these two books, Frantz Fanon, Kwame Nkrumah's book, is because what is happening is these African nations are now moving into their second phase.
And what the hell they got to do with me? They ain't got nothing to do with us. He's sitting there trying to connect that to Black Americans. They moving into another phase now, and that phase ain't got nothing to do with Black Americans.
Their first phase was gaining freedom. Ghana was the first African nation to gain its independence. But then, of course, countries like the United States and others helped overthrow those countries. Those countries really went through a 20, 30, 40-year period of upheaval, and now they are slowly but surely, coming around. So these African nations, many of them are in their infancy when it comes to democracy compared to the United States. So we have to understand the moves that they are making in order to be independent and free. And what people don't even realize, you can easily move between European nations without visas. You cannot do that in Africa. And
that's an African problem. That ain't got nothing to do with us. That's because Africa has tribalism. And you ain't lying. Ain't nobody reading that damn whack-ass book he pulled out. Look at this man going overboard. Look at him trying to convince us to care. Man, everything is them trying to convince us to worry about them. Worry about our soccer game. Worry about tribalism. Worry about y'all conflicts. Worry about y'all wars. How about you worry about them? If you worried about them, you wouldn't need me to worry about them. And here's a newsflash. Black Americans in this generation don't give a damn. You sitting here hoping and wishing it ain't gonna happen.
these things are happening as well. But we just need to be aware of what's happening globally, because I think too many of our people, and I'll throw this out to the panel before we do go to a break. Too many of our people are living in such isolation, and too many of our people are literally thinking about what's going on in terms of Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi.
You goddamn right we are. Listen how this man is trying to get us to not worry about us. Too many of us are worried about Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi. There ain't no such thing as too worried about Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi. That's my home. You damn right that's my only concern. That's like saying too many of us are worried about the neighbors, about the people across the street, the people on the other avenue, the people down the block. What the hell that got to do, fam? This is the best scam Africans got? This what the buffet rolling? Is this what it is, family? You're going to have to talk to somebody with one neck. I can't listen to 17 of them. I'm sorry, fam. I don't know which neck is talking to me right now. Is it the third layer, the fourth layer, or the fifth layer? I don't know yet, okay? I'm going to wait till the facts come out. But damn.
Without realizing that the decisions that are being made in the nation's capital, decisions being made at the White House, at the Pentagon, decisions that are being made all over have global implications, and we need to understand that. And so that's one of the reasons why I keep saying to all of these Simple Simon Negroes who are trashing Black immigrants, you need to shut the hell up, because an increasing percentage of the Black population are Black immigrants. And what I need for Black people is to have a better understanding of African Caribbean nations. And I need for those.
There you go. There it is, fam. African and Caribbean nations.
Black people is to have a better understanding of African Caribbean nations. Is to have a better understanding of African Caribbean nations. And I need for those Black immigrants to have a better understanding of the African American existence, because the reality is we all need each other.
Shit. Fam, when we ever need them? And who the hell is Roland? You're an unemployed tether. Okay? All right, you need to worry about that damn cholesterol and quit talking to me. That's what you need to worry about, all right? I don't care what you say about my weight, my hairline. I don't care what you say about my hairline or my weight. That's what you need to worry about. It's funny. He talking about us and he talking about Georgia, and he talking about Alabama, Mississippi. He ain't talking about that damn hairline. That's what you need to worry about. And what you mean we need each other? Family, have we been doing great without Africa? Have we been doing great without Mississippi needing to worry about Jamaica? Without Georgia having to worry about Zimbabwe? Without Louisiana having to worry about South Africa? I think Mississippi, I think Louisiana, I think Arkansas, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, I think we're going to be good without having to worry about the diaspora. That's it. Because remember, they worrying about us. Foundation, you're talking to the lineage that stand on business for life. And you talking about what we need to worry about. And you ain't worried about that weight or that hairline.
I'm going to start with you, Larry, Reese, then Greg, and I'm going to break.
Nope. And I'm going to go and get your ass up off this damn screen. Because, family, that tether right there and Roland right here are both trying to stop foundational Black Americans from focusing on foundational Black America. And let me tell you one thing. That ain't never going to happen. That ain't never going to happen. Why? It's because we are a lineage. A lineage, fam. This is why delineation got all these folks in a chokehold. And I know it's hard to get your arm around that one. But let me tell you something. What's race got to do with it? What's race got to do with it, fam? See, lineage has been whooping everybody up. Lineage has been the problem. See, these folks, when they play race, race can be anybody. It is so convoluted, it could just be anybody. Anybody can show up. Well, I'm a part of race now, all black race, right? We all black, right, brother? We all black, 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 black. Let me tell you something about lineage. Lineage is a closed box. See, delineation and regulating has brought in this lineage era, and lineage-based everything is so powerful because they run around here, y'all, and they just say, my skin gets me in. The days of black skin getting you in are done. You can't claim allyship because of dark skin. You can't claim allyship or friendship because of little melanin. You can't say that we all won just because you a hint dark. Because what we come to find out is that the melanated people on the planet Earth, sometimes they the most prejudiced and discriminative towards foundational Black Americans as the damn Mayos are. Yep, because the person that wants to be the person who is the oppressor, a lot of times that individual is just as bad as the oppressor. We in here teaching, we in here reaching, and we doing all the preaching tonight. Yes, the hell we are, family. When somebody comes over here from India and they 2 shades darker than midnight, they love the dominant society. They're anti-foundational. When somebody comes here from Nicaragua and they are 15 shades darker than midnight, they love the oppressor and they're anti-foundational. And what we have seen in this generation is that Africans, Haitians, Jamaicans, and all of the diaspora, they love the dominant society way more than they love foundational Black Americans. That's why they're over there applying cake soap so they can look like the dominant society. Don't you ever trust somebody that puts cake soap on their damn skin, okay? Foundational Black Americans, we ain't with none of that. So the fact that we've been standing on lineage business through delineation, that's been shutting down everybody. We're not coming to save the Haitians. See what they want right now, y'all? What Roland is doing, y'all? Roland is trying to bring back the African American that would inherit everybody else's problems. Remember this, y'all. When you call yourself an African American, you are now married to Africa, in which you have just inherited all of Africa's problems. And Africa got way too many damn problems to inherit. When you call yourself a Black and brown, you've inherited all of their problems. See, when you call yourself foundational Black Americans, you ain't inherit none of that from them people. They got to hold their own nuts. See, when you say you're a foundational Black American lineage, heritage, and culture directly, exclusively, specifically, that means we only got to worry about ourselves. All them other names and them code words that we never asked for that they try to put on us, we done ripped that jacket off and threw it back at them. We ain't going to be running around here having to deal with somebody else's problems, especially as somebody else who's anti-foundational. So what we're doing now is saying, Haiti got to hold their own. I want you right now, as fast as you can, to think about how foundational Black Americans would have responded to this TPS canceling, say during the Barack Obama administration, who is a tether on his own. Now I want y'all to see how we're talking about it. We don't give a damn. We could care less. This ain't our problem. That's they problem. Do you see how saying that's a they problem works out, fam? They not like us, and that's a they problem. See, they is a very, very powerful term, okay? Because y'all know they love being us, okay? But when we start saying they, that shuts all that us stuff down. You know us, you know we and us and us and we all built this thing. Didn't us? No, the hell us didn't. Foundational Black Americans did. They, those, and them is you. And you better classify yourself with it, because this ain't going nowhere, y'all. This ain't going nowhere. This is the new norm. This is truly a regulating era, y'all, where foundational Black Americans is regulating full speed, 24/7, 365, and it don't stop. Shout out to all my baby boomers. Shout out to all my Gen Xers, millennials, and all of my Gen Z. Y'all know I say it on every single broadcast because it needs to be said, because folks wasn't saying it enough. And we going to say it until eternity, fam. We are well represented. Every foundational Black American who's on code, we're moving along the lines of we are certified foundationals, fam. We got tunnel vision, y'all. We see our lineage and we see the money. We see the money, we see our lineage. And when the lineage gets the money, then everybody's in trouble. And that's exactly what's happening. This is why you seen Holin Roland come out. And Holin Roland, he came out today. Oh, he mad today. He mad today. But I want y'all to see how upset he was a minute ago. And look how sleepy he looks now. Uh-oh, family. Add Roland to the list of people who don't look so motivated no more. Add Roland to the list of people who thought it was all good until that TPS got struck down. Add Roland to the list of everybody who thought foundational Black Americans was going to put a cape on and come to find out we ain't got no capes. We got money to make. He hurting y'all.
The Extreme Court sides with Donald Trump when it comes to deporting Haitian and Syrian immigrants. In a 6-3 ruling, the court overturned a lower court decisions and sided with the administration. It could affect more than 350,000 Haitians and 6,100 Syrians working and living legally in the U.S. under temporary protected status. Nearly 1.3 million people from 17 different countries are currently in the U.S. under temporary protected status. And immigration activists warn that today's ruling empowers Donald Trump to target even more of these people. Andrea Flores, founder of Securing America's Promise and former DHS and White House advisor, joins us right now. I'm glad to have you here.
She ain't moving on. Nobody give a damn what she think. He done brought this woman on like, oh, here come a scholar, y'all. F her, F them, F all of them.
Andrea, this is obviously devastating. And these are people who came here due to humanitarian crisis. And Donald Trump wants these folks out. And let's be real clear. Donald Trump wants Black people and people of color out. They welcome white folks from other parts of the world.
They absolutely do. I mean, the racial animus.
Here come it's the Blacks issues. Here, fam, you knew they was going to try to run this one back. Because remember, that didn't work the last time. Family, remember, we all supposed to be deported by now. And we all supposed to be deported, y'all. Here we go with the y'all's is next. See, fam, that y'all's is next stuff didn't work. Remember, y'all, they told us by this time we would all be deported. Remember that? How quick did the Democrats fall up off that one, y'all? They don't say that no more. Roland is that boy. Roland got all the old, outdated tricks. Nothing moves. You want to talk about just the joke, fam. Nobody believes that no more.
Issues in this case, it was very clear that the Supreme Court did a very shocking thing and essentially discarded any evidence that President Trump had been racist against Haitian immigrants, despite all of the statements that most Americans have heard him say about the Haitian American community. And this decision won't just impact Haitians and Syrians. It could actually open the door for up to 1.3 million immigrants who are here legally to lose their status.
Stop. There you go, family. That right there. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. This is going to affect more and more illegals. This is why all the illegal immigrant community folks, they're very quiet right now. Notice, fam, where's all of the Ricky Chows that was running their mouth a week ago? Are we blacking them out? Are they losing business right now, family? Are they getting ran out of our communities? Damn right. What about all the Julio Romero Gonzalez's, fam? Have you seen them lately? Have y'all noticed that all of the immigrant community people are quiet as a church mouse? You don't hear them at all. Why? It's because they all know that it's going to be them next. Oh, family, this was a day that they will always remember. This is the day that they didn't want to see. This is a day they thought couldn't happen. All of that smiling, all that grinning, all that jumping up and down, all them hate videos they was making about FBA. They mad. Why you think this lady's here? She's here to talk on behalf of her community. She got to talk on behalf of her community because her community's scared right now.
and it will allow President Trump to take it away without courts being able to review it. So it is a devastating decision. And to exactly your point, it is targeting immigrants who are from countries that the president has openly called undesirable and has made many derogatory remarks about. So it's a really, really sad day for the country.
And of course, you have folks who are running for office who understand the implications.
Stop. Family, let me tell you something, fam. There's 12 countries that are designated for TPS. Yes, Burma, El Salvador, Ethiopia, Haiti, Lebanon, Somalia, South Sudan, Syria, Ukraine, Venezuela, Yemen, and more to come. This is afraid time for these people. This is scared time for these people. This is even petrified time for these people, because it's going to go right on down the list, and more of these individuals is going to be on that type of time, y'all. Let me make it clear, okay? These individuals know that this is going to trickle. Remember, deportations is dominoes, okay? One fall, they all fall. This is why these people are sitting back right now. They ain't saying nothing, y'all. They ain't saying nothing because foundational Black Americans, we've been blacking out all these other individuals. Foundational Black Americans, we've been shutting down these people's communities. Let me go ahead and tell everybody something that nobody else is going to speak of. Do y'all know right now that we have already cost all of these Asian stores millions of dollars? There's been $1 million decrease in all of these people. Let me tell you the difference, fam, between yesterday and today. See, back in the old days, fam, they would sit there and be making propaganda videos and talking about there's no such thing as a boycott. Look at all these Black people here in our business. Y'all notice they're not doing that, right? Y'all notice that? Think about the videos that you've been seeing of Black Americans shutting these people down in all them empty stores, and compare that to the videos you see of Black folks actually going there and still patronizing. It ain't nowhere near close. You don't see no videos of Black Americans sitting up in these salons, but you see hundreds of videos, and I'm talking about all across the nation, of Black Americans pulling up in these places and them damn things be empty. They already shutting stuff down in California. They already getting them out the paint. So what does that tell y'all? That tells y'all that we're controlling everything. See, I remember a time, y'all, and y'all know what I'm talking about. They would have made propaganda videos. They would have pulled off 2 Negroes off the street. Tell us why you're still out here going to Lucy Liu. Tell us why you love Jackie Chan. They can't do that no more, because a foundational Black American brother or a foundational Black American sister can pull out their phone, they can press record, and they can record all them empty aisles. They can record all them empty seats. They can record all of them Lucy Liu's and Jackie Chan's sitting out front of their stores on TikTok because they ain't got no customers. And if you go get on social media, I'm talking about TikTok, I'm talking about Twitter, I'm talking about Facebook, I'm talking about Instagram, all across social media, fam, we have blitzed them with footage that shows the Blackout is shutting down all of those damn stores. They have lost millions of dollars, fam. They're not going to come on TV and just say, yeah, man, we broke. But I'm going to tell you what, in this era, the technology era, you don't need TV. Go get on social media, fam, and you can see it. We've been shutting down all these people, and everybody's waking up right now not knowing who's next. Trust me, y'all. You got Lucy Liu's community, and then you got Pedro's community. Then you got Mr. Mutombo's community. Then you got Mr. Goat Milk community. And they're all waking up saying, damn, could today be the day that them Black Americans target us with this blackout? And my answer to that is that we already targeting all y'all, because this is about every last one of them. And let me tell you how you know this, y'all. You're already seeing a bunch of Lucy Liu's that are going out there with some of them Mutombos, and they're trying to save the Haitians, because they understand what happens to Mr. Haiti is going to happen to Mr. Jackie Chan. What happens to Mr. Jackie Chan is going to happen to Mrs. Lumbumba. When Mrs. Lumbumba and then Mr. Muhammad, the only thing they're going to see left is foundational Black Americans. But we was the ones in the first place in here. Look at this, y'all. Look at these people. They are completely afraid.
Sad day. This is a heavy day. We have no choice.
Haitian lady family. Ruzi Lunja, whatever the hell her name is. Haitian.
We have no choice but to push forward. We have no choice but to be victorious. We have no choice but to build a coalition that is going to continue to fight back against the heinous actions of this administration, but to build a coalition. A
Tether Alliance. I told you, a Tether Alliance, family.
that is going to continue to fight back against the heinous actions of this administration every day, including for the midterms.
To our Haitian neighbors in Boston.
Lucy Lou! There go Lucy Lou! You know what they saying, fam? Can I translate it, y'all? What they really sitting there saying is that, damn, we all in trouble. Get on the phone and call your nearest tether. We got some work to do. We need to stop this. The tethers is afraid, fam. You got the Haitian community. There go the Wyclef community, and there goes the Jackie Chan community, and they teaming up.
To our Haitian neighbors in Boston, we love you. We need you, part of our community. This is a decision that is incredibly cruel.
Legislative action must be forthcoming to fix.
Now here go Pedro. Here go Pedro, fam. So you done got Wyclef, Lucy Lou, and Pedro done entered the chat. Look at all these tethers getting together, y'all. Look at all these tethers getting together. That TPS lockdown done scared the hell out of these people. Man, they are absolutely shook right now. Every last one of them is shook.
This injustice. We demand change. We demand justice.
And you ain't gonna get a damn thing. Fam, why do they think that there's some type of out here? No. I'm saying no, like, that's the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court done got you. And when the Supreme Court gets you, there ain't no turning around. See, fam, this ain't one of those things where they done struck down in a local court that Donald Trump did, and they done send out a bunch of local folks. No. Donald Trump has packed the Supreme Court with his people. And you're going to see birthright citizenship next week. And by the way, whenever that comes in, I don't give a damn what time it is. We going live and we going to discuss it. And I don't care who's on live, because when we come on live, everybody taps in. So we going to go live when that break in, and we going to bust that all the way down. But family, this is the Supreme Court. So they're out there trying to do any and everything they can to try to salvage something. There ain't nothing to salvage. But let me tell you something. Y'all remember when they got that extension? See, fam, this was supposed to be a 3-year extension. And they got that extension in like April. And they were very happy when they got this extension. They thought that they arrived. They thought they won. They thought everything was good. They were smiling, showing all their tethered teeth, fam. But then the Supreme Court came in and said, nah, the extension ain't happening. They thought they was going to get an extra 3 years. And what did these tethers do, fam? This is why we regulate and why we delineate. What did the tethers do, y'all? The tethers took to social media and they started making videos about us. That's what they did, y'all. They ran to social media and they decided that it would be better to make videos about us. Not call your family on the phone, not pray, not jump for joy. They thought when they got that extension that they had 3 more years of trying to troll foundational Black Americans. Let me show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Look at this right here, fam. I did a little research and I went back, fam, and I pulled out every video that these Haitians were making when they thought they had 3 more years. They thought they were rubbing it in our face, fam. All my FBA. I want to see Petty Pendergrass tonight, and I want to see Petty Murphy. Get your petty on. They thought it was cool, but it ain't today.
So the U.S. extended TPS for Haitians for another 3 more years. I'd like to speak to the ones that were so excited, thinking that back in February, it's April now, the Haitians would be mass deported and all that type of stuff. Y'all got to deal with us for 3 more years. How y'all feel about that?
Fam, he thought he ate. He thought he could. You can't cook. You eat mud pies. Fam, let me tell you something. When we say you cooking, because foundational Black Americans can cook. When we say we cooking, because FBA invented barbecue. You ain't cooking, Wyclef, because you eat mud pies, Wyclef. He thought he had one, didn't he? Y'all thought y'all had something, didn't you? Your ass is home right now.
U.S. extended TPS for Haitians for another 3 more years. I'd like to speak to the ones that were so excited, thinking that back in February, it's April now, the Haitians would be mass deported and all that type of stuff. Y'all got to deal with us for 3 more years. Mass deported and all that type of stuff. Y'all got to deal with us for 3 more years. 3 more years.
3 more years? You ain't even make it past 3 more months. What you talking about? And that ain't the only one. Remember this, fam? They was out there. They was dancing. Look at that, fam. on my way to tell Haitians we won the lawsuit, and Haitians still have protection under TPS. They was dancing. They thought they made it, fam. They thought they was in. And the first thing they did was run to the internet to go make videos about foundational Black Americans. But damn, somebody said barbecue loves Haitians. Black Americans invented barbecue, and barbecue loves Haitians. If you know the joke, family, you know the joke, family. But look, y'all, look at them right there. They thought that they was winning. And when they thought they was winning, they was grinning. But they not grinning no more. Look at that, y'all. Look at them. She out there dancing. This is what they was doing. No, you ain't got nothing.
This has been extended and redesignated for Haitians.
Hey guys, today is April 16, 2026, and we got some great news for TPS for Haiti. Everyone has seen on the news.
Listen to that date, fam. April. That was in April, fam.
Guys, today is April 16, 2026, and we got some great news for TPS for Haiti. Everyone has seen on the news that the House of Representatives have voted to extend TPS for Haiti for 3 years. Now,
we're not gonna stay for long. It's just to tell President Biden administration, think it's not enough. Biden administration, think it's not enough. President Biden administration, think it's not enough.
Watch this, fam. They do a whole President Biden thank you.
I want to say thank you to the Biden administration for renewing the TPS resignation for Haitian nationals.
Merci, President Biden, pour TPS pour Haiti.
Merci, President Biden. It means so much to have temporary protected status. I am able to work, and I also can help the patients that I take care of in Rhode Island, where I live as a nurse practitioner.
Parce que TPS, li important pour nous-mêmes, pour nous capables de joindre sécurité, pour nous marcher, pour nous joindre travail.
TPS est important pour nous. C'est un statut légal qui permet nous capables rester dans le pays.
Donc, merci parce que nous avons désigné TPS et pour tout Haïtien.
Thank you, President Biden. Thank you, President Biden. Thank you, President Biden.
Thank you again, and I can continue to call this country that I love home.
Listen up, Buttercup.
South Passe! My discharge petition to extend temporary protected status for 3 years just passed the House with a 224 victory comprised of independents, Democrats, and Republicans. My
country that I love home.
Listen up, Buttercup.
South Passe! South Passe! South Passe! My discharge petition to extend temporary protected status for 3 years just passed the House with a 224 victory comprised of independents, Democrats, and Republicans. This has been a fight and an effort in the making for many, many weeks. We have had my team and I, an aggressive whip effort to earn these votes, both sides of the aisle. And now we are off to the Senate, I think, with an impressive and decisive mandate about the need to extend temporary protected status for our Haitian neighbors, 360,000 Haitian nationals.
So the U.S. extended TPS.
It was all good a few months ago, but y'all see how quick that turned. I'm telling y'all, first thing they did, they thanked President Biden. They ran to the internet, started trying to talk about foundational Black Americans. These people don't got no love. All these people want to do is hate. But guess what? It done came knocking on their damn door. And family, that's not the end of it all. That's her today. There she goes, fam. Take a look. The head shining and everything, fam. There she goes. Damn, that's a long distance from that South Passe. Fam, she thought she had one, didn't she? She thought she was good. She thought she was winning. Look at that right there, though, fam. Look at it. Look how the tide done turned. Fam, you done seen a hell of a lot of people who done flipped the script, didn't you? Fam, look how she look right there. Look how she look right there. Look how Roland look every day. Look how this lady bucking the nostrils look. And look how Donald Trump's looking. Damn. I mean, it ain't good in the hood and that neck of the woods. But family, I want to see and show y'all how foundational Black Americans have been cutting up. Damn, y'all. I love foundational Black Americans. And when I told y'all FBA was getting petty, FBA got so damn petty, y'all. I went into the comment section on a lot of brothers and sisters and how some of them videos, they was trying to dance and all that. Remember the video I showed y'all with the girl dancing right here? Y'all see the video? Look at that. Look what some of the brothers and sisters were saying. They were saying June 25th, 2026. Update anyone? Somebody else put, this did not age well. Damn, Black Americans ain't playing. Somebody else put, still dancing? Got to love it, got to love it. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Black Americans full-time petty. I don't know who thinks that we gonna get solved. Fam, I think that they waiting on us to get solved. We ain't getting solved. Foundational Black Americans is in full petty mode. We in full delineation mode. We in full, we don't give a damn, pack your bags, get the hell out my country mode. But you ain't seen petty yet. I saved the best petty for last. Family, how many of you guys remember this guy right here? Y'all remember this? Tell me if y'all remember this. If you don't remember this, let me refresh in your mind. Watch this, family.
I'm not going back. I'm not going back to Haiti. I'm not going back to Haiti. I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with.
I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm not going back to Haiti. I'm not going back to Haiti. I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
How many of y'all think he went back to Haiti? He went back to Haiti. He went back to Haiti. I believe he went back to Haiti, y'all. I believe he ended up going back to Haiti. But I got some breaking news for y'all. Family, I found a picture of this man. You're not going to believe where I found this picture at. While foundational Black Americans was watching all of these deportations back to Haiti, and we were enjoying our popcorn, I ended up seeing another photo. And y'all, if you look in the background, while foundational Black Americans are sitting there eating popcorn, fam, can I get some 100s in the chat? If you can spot this tether. All right, can we play a game of where's the fleer? Where's the weirdo? Tell me if you can spot the fleer, fam. If you can spot the fleer, then you win. Because I was like, Black Americans, we really don't care, do we? Black Americans, we really not giving a damn, are we? We really standing on business and we popping popcorn watching these individuals get escorted out of our country. And then I looked behind the popcorn, y'all, and then in the background, I seen old boy. And I said, God damn, there he is. He getting arrested. Yeah, I told y'all, Petty Murphy in the building tonight. Love it. Family, he's in the background. And apparently my foundational Black Americans, they see him too. Damn, we really don't care, do we? We really standing on business, ain't we? He really going back to Haiti. Back to Haiti. Beep, 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 beep. Back to Haiti. Yes, the hell he is going back to Haiti, fam. That's crazy. Foundational Black Americans is popping popcorn and dude is going back to Haiti. Damn, he's going back to Haiti. Terrible thing. But what about this thing right here, y'all? Did y'all see that Justice Barrett's child is Haitian? Did y'all see this? Don't we try to tell all of these tethers, family, that when you're dealing with a supremacist, that supremacy is their first love? And they can adopt all these little supremacist babies. Y'all know the tethers swear that they're down and the supremacists just using these folks. Do y'all know that one of the Supreme Court ladies' child is an adopted Haitian and she still voted to revoke TPS? We try to tell y'all about the system of supremacy, but you ain't want to listen. You'd rather be a part of the system of supremacy. But you come to find out the hard way that even when a supremacist adopts you, you still ain't a part of the system of supremacy. You should have listened to foundational Black Americans. You should thank foundational Black Americans. But we ain't accepting neither one of them. Watch this, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. She done adopted a kid and still voted to send his ass out.
I think about Amy Coney Barrett. That's her. She's a Supreme Court justice. She has all these kids, and these two are adopted from Haiti. And she just ruled against immigration from Haiti. That's them at the White House. I think that's probably, I don't care when that was, but she probably was just nominated or made it to the Supreme Court or something. No record. Like, she is totally not qualified to be a judge.
She qualified enough to send you home. She qualified enough for that. Don't be mad. Don't be upset. Don't be hurt. Deal with it.
That's probably the same day do the announcement she got confirmed or something. I've been a black boy that age. She also voted.
You've been a black boy that age. I don't know. I'm black, but I'm not Haitian, though. So I don't really know what you're talking about. Maybe that might be your fault, not my fault. Damn.
For the 6-3 majority to gut the Voting Rights Act. Boy, that evil is coming out, isn't it? So now, if you're from Haiti or Syria, you can be deported. You got no special anything.
Y'all ain't lying. He over there crying. Look at him. He hurt. Look how hurt he is. He over there hurt. Y'all notice we the only ones who ain't, though. We the only ones who are not, y'all. We're the only ones. So as we say, the domino falls, and we done put all the receipts on the table that shows you all these different communities. They're all petrified. They all scared. They're all leaning back because they see that what we've been saying the whole time has become absolutely clear, fam. Because remember, they was trying to talk all that black Americans was going to get deported, and ain't none of that work. We told them, we good. We built this damn thing. It ain't happening. So while they're afraid of deportation, we laugh at deportation. While they scared of deportation, we ain't bothered by deportation. We are on Team Non-Deportable. We told them Team Non-Deportable is undefeated. Team Non-Deportable don't lose, because when we say we're non-deportable, family, we already cleared that up when we said we foundational. Foundational and non-deportable, that stuff go together. But let me tell you what doesn't go together. Mud and pies. No. But I'm going to tell you what, you leave it up to them, that stuff goes together every day and twice on Sundays. But guess what? They enjoying them over there because they ain't got no choice over here. Family, you know one thing that they've been running with for the longest amount of time is that black Americans were so mean to them in school. And foundational black Americans, we used to hurt the Haitians' feelings. Y'all watch this.
I don't even. That lady who came on the podcast and said dirty black American, yes, she was wrong in that situation. No and ifs or buts. But, and let's not act as if we don't remember how you guys used to treat us. Check it out.
Them Yankees used to come through and torture us, dog. Literally every day. School. That's where it starts at school. Americans versus Haitians. Once they find out you were Haitian, that was it. They go by from.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Black Americans wasn't torturing and bullying none of these folks. Stop playing.
Your name, once they could have picked up on, or your accent, they was at you daily, every day. From PE, you had grown men like us. Just imagine us go picking on little kids.
Oh, please.
Every day. I'm gonna say it like this. Even when I went to elementary school, Edison Park. To get to Edison Park, you had to go through Edison projects. There ain't nothing but black Americans there. You had grown men beating on us as elementary kids, just going to school. Lady Haiti all over here. For you come in here, you got to make it all the way to get here. For you got to go all the way around, go to 71st. So we devised a plan. We go there, 30 of us going together. So whoever get caught, whoever make it. But we did it with numbers. And that was just elementary.
You ain't do a damn thing. Hey, shout out to y'all in the chat. Y'all caught that? This man said ifs, ands, and whats. He couldn't even get that right. There ain't no ifs, ands, and whats and mud huts about it. They can't even get their simple phrasing right. Miss me with all that black Americans was bullying them. He said grown black American men were. Please.
Back a little bit. And when we got towards the end of middle school, that's when it really turned over. We really went to fighting back. I got jumped in middle school. That's why I went to school with all of them who did it. So I was coming from school. I picked up my brothers. So I'm going to go pick them up in front of the school. They say, hey, don't go Haitian right there. Go get them. So they listened. They jumped me right in front of the school, right? Literally.
I'm always team me and all positivity, right? But one thing we're not gonna do is act like this type of shit was not happening. Like, fam, he was talking about the 80s, 90s. He already grew up. Let's talk about the 2000s, the mid 2000s. Fam, I remember whenever I first got out here, it was like, bro, I'm talking about, I already knew Black Americans back from Haiti, right? I'm thinking it's all love. You got 10 cousins coming up trying to jump you and shit like that. And it was like, damn, fam. I'm talking about, it's crazy. Until we started fighting back. Until we started stabbing niggas. Until we started shooting niggas.
Lie, 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 delusion. Fam, you can tell looking at, he ain't even looking at the camera. You can tell he making all that up. He making all that up in his head, ain't he? You can tell. And by the way, yeah, y'all was doing all that to each other. That's why you see so much black on black crime. It really be melanated on melanated crime. It be musty on musty crime. You wasn't doing that to no Black American because you wouldn't be here still talking. Let's be honest with you. See, fam, they always got to come up with some delusion. And then that's when we started to fly. And we would just jump off a roof and we would start flying in the air. And then we would come down from flying with all the millions of dollars we had in that new Ferrari. You know damn well he don't believe himself. And we don't believe him.
Now they feel us, right? But, you know, like I said, I don't condone that bullshit, bro, the violence and all that other stuff, because now it's all love, fam.
Now it's all deportation, fam, and you're going to have to eat all of this mud pie, fam. How about that one, okay? So you can have all of that, and you can have all of it back in all of Haiti and all of the mess. How about that one? If you're talking, then you're talking. And that's what we talking about. Let's make this clear, my good foundational Black American brothers and sisters. When you start talking like this man's talking, this man is talking the way he is talking because he knows that he got to go back home to this. So you can take all your delusions, you can take all your fantasies, and you can take all your must back here. That's a regular day, y'all. Damn, family, if that is what the street is, what the hell the dumpster look like? Somebody show me the dumpster or the trash can. Or is the street the dumpster and the trash can? I can't figure it out, but I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't never seen nothing like that in the United States of America. No wonder you come over here musty telling lies. I don't want to hear about your musty delusions, okay? You need to go ahead and get you a dustpan, a broom, a mop. Hell, F that. You need a whole damn bulldozer. Dirty.
Fucking this plane walking through feces and all type of shit, gang. These shoes I got on, I'm likely gonna have to get thrown away. I'm not sure yet.
Damn, y'all. I see why they so afraid. I see why they don't want to leave. I see why they so mad. Because everybody would be mad if you literally got a dumpster in your block and your house is a trash can, no running water, and I ain't even get to the rest of it. Family, this is what we talk about where these people delusion comes from. Let's be real, y'all. We ain't grow up with tethers. Let's make this clear for the billionth time, fam. Let's do some straightening. Let's keep it real direct, okay? Family, we didn't grow up with no tethers. Foundational Black Americans did. They try to paint this picture that Africans and Jamaicans and Haitians grew up with Black Americans. There's only two places where Black Americans might have perhaps could have, would have, should have been around some tethers. And I'm going to tell you where. You might have had a few up there in the East Coast. You might have had a few in South Florida. Everywhere else in America We didn't grow up with no Jamaicans, no Haitians, no Africans. I'm not talking about the one you met here, the one you met 10 years later. My average foundational Black American brothers and sisters, did y'all grow up with any Haitians, Jamaicans, and tethers? I'm going to ask y'all right now, since we got the certifieds in here, since we 3,000 deep, since it's on a Friday, and since this is our country, how many of y'all grew up with Haitians? How many of y'all grew up with Jamaicans? How many of y'all grew up with Africans? And then I'm going to up the ante, y'all. How many Africans did y'all even see growing up? Can you count it on what? One hand, maybe two hands at best? How many Haitians did you really see? Fam, it ain't just about us not growing up with these people. We barely seen these people. Remember that, y'all. They weren't in our communities. They weren't hanging out with us. I know that sounds good in the tethered delusion land. I know that sounds good in musty paradise. But let me tell you about the real world. No. Cincinnati put a big old no up in here. Shout out to the Natty. Foundational Black Americans, we didn't grow up around them. No. We've been around foundational Black Americans. That be it. That be all. You ain't going to try to put that off on us because I know what you're doing. Because tethers be the only people on the earth be 55 years old still telling tales about being a kid. I was a kid and they were mean to me. Man, I was only 2 years old. They the only ones running around here. Tethers ain't never grew up, okay? They ain't never tetherland. They still running around here mad about these fake stories. How you gonna be mad about a fake story? And then your fake story is from 50 years ago. Grow up. Get your priorities together. Untuck your nuts and be a grown-up. Foundational Black Americans don't respect no big grown-ass tether who's telling lies about being bullied when he was 5 years old. Because we know most of y'all didn't come over here when you was 5. Most of them came over here when they was damn near 20 years old. Now, I know that you still be 20 in the 5th grade back in Haiti, Jamaica, and Africa. I know you don't have a birth certificate back in Haiti, Jamaica, or Africa. I know all of y'all birthdays is January 1st back in Haiti, Jamaica, or Africa. But you ain't come over here as no kid and you wasn't getting bullied. And you know damn well you wasn't bullying none of us. So you better check yourself before you wreck yourself because deportations is bad for your health. And I bet you ain't doing too good. And I got a special delivery from some special people that want to say some special things about what's been going on. While you're worried about foundational Black Americans, you better be worried about this. Because Trump told me that they're eating the dogs. That's what he said. And I heard the roosters, I heard the chicken, I heard a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And I seen a lot of things. And word on the block, word on the curb is that they was trying to get the hell up out of there when they seen y'all. They said when they seen y'all, them dogs was fleeing Springfield. Muffy the dog said, I'm gone. Muffy said, I'm about here. Muffy said, ain't no way in hell I'm waiting around. Family, you know it's bad when Muffy get behind the wheel. Muffy said, before I become a tether's meal, I'ma hop my ass behind the wheel. He done called his partner in the back looking. His partner in the back looking, making sure old buddy don't pop up in the window. He making sure, he's like, wait, fam, look at it. Who driving the car, Black Americans? Look at the car. This is the car. This was taken. Y'all ain't heard? Y'all thought that was a human driving the car? Y'all thought that was a person? No. It wasn't a person behind the wheel driving this car, taking this photo of Mr. Tetherman with the damn rooster in his hand. No, it was the damn dogs trying to get away. They was afraid. They said, hell to the no, bow to the ain't. We getting the hell up out of here. They done let all of these TPS folks, and I ain't trying to be on nobody's meal tonight. No. So fam, over there, it's mud pies. Over here, it's a chihuahua. Damn, let's keep it all the way live, fam. We ain't grow up with these people.
That's where they actually live. The rest of us have no idea what the flip you're talking about. I'll say this one more time. Most ethnic Black American people did not grow up with African immigrants in this country, in the United States of America. We did not. We don't have... and the reason I'm saying this is because I see this girl pouring out her heart about, you know, Black Americans doing this to her, Black Americans doing this to her when she was in grade school, right? It's not landing.
Nope.
It's not landing. The reason it's not landing is because most Black Americans did not grow up with African immigrants. We just didn't. I'm not quite sure what school she went to in grade school when she was in elementary school. I'm not sure what the world is going on here, but the United States is huge, and most Black Americans live in the South. Okay? There was not a huge influx of African immigrants throughout our time here. This is very, very recent. Most Black American people, most ethnic Black Americans did not grow up with any African immigrants. So when you say Black Americans did this to me and most of us have no idea what you're talking about.
Checkmate. There it goes again. Foundational Black Americans putting all these people back in their damn place. Put you in your place. Stay there, Tether. There goes another one. Fam, they're always trying to force something on us. Weren't we talking about that earlier in the broadcast, fam? That they're always trying to force something on us? They're trying to force some type of connection between Juneteenth, force some type of connection with hip-hop music, force some we grew up with y'all. What the hell is your obsession with us, fam? We got to say it. We got to say it, fam. We got to say it. We got to call it for what it is, fam. This is foundational Black American obsession disorder. This is foundational Black American obsessive disorder. They're obsessed with us, fam. They're literally obsessed. If you go get any therapist, psychiatrist, anybody, they will sit down and examine a Tether and be like, these MFers are obsessed with Black Americans. Every single thing they do revolves around Black Americans. You're getting deported and you're making videos about Black Americans. Okay? Get it right. You are eating Labradors and you're talking about foundational Black America. How you gonna eat a Labrador and worry about me? How in the hell you got a Labrador on your plate and you talking about foundational Black Americans? Get your act together. Your childhood memories that never existed, okay? You done fathom up some fake ones, and then you're fathoming up these fake ones today, and then you're coming up with fake ones tomorrow. What the hell are you doing with Tether? I'm gonna need the Tethers to get it together because we, as certified foundational Black Americans, we don't go for none of that. But let me tell you what we do go for, and I'm gonna tell you it's better than the best thing that you could ever possibly imagine, fam. What foundational Black Americans do in this era, this generation, this time frame is standing on business. But I've been updating that, fam. So we stand on business and we stand shoulder to shoulder. You feel me? So we stand on shoulder to shoulder, fam. We don't stand Labrador to Labrador, okay? We don't do that. But let me tell you the extra special thing that we notice about these people in the diaspora, fam. They're lost. They're absolutely positively lost. If you want to see the most lost person you've ever seen in your life, family, look at this one right here. Look at this one. The W man civilized Africa and Africans destroyed it. Family, watch this right here. This puts you in the mind of a foundational Black American obsessed person. Watch this.
Think that the white man brought civilization here? I'm stunned how you were happy for the colonizers.
You got me wrong.
Okay.
I never said I'm happy for the call. I said they left too soon. Things were not particularly or better in place before they left. I mean, they came too early and left too soon. Things were not in place before they left. And the structure that they laid for us were not actually in place before they left. That's why I said they left too soon. I didn't say I'm happy about their coming.
Okay, but you wish that they would have stayed longer.
They stayed longer to ensure that the people that they were grooming are actually mature to run their affairs themselves.
But do you think the colonizers cared?
Of course they do.
You think the colonizers give a damn?
The colonizer cared and the colonizer left too soon? You can't correct these people, fam.
They are coming.
Okay, but you wish that they would have stayed longer.
They stayed longer to ensure that the people that they were grooming are actually mature to run their affairs themselves.
But do you think the colonizers cared?
Of course they do.
You think the colonizers give a damn about Africa and Africans?
Of course they do. If they don't, they wouldn't come to ensure our eyes are open to see other things that we're enjoying today. So
like what? What benefit did the colonizers bring?
The exposure is one of the benefits.
The exposure of what?
It's something of life. And you now know how to dress better, and how to think, and how to travel.
What? They brought the exposure of life? Fam, he didn't say one thing. He said they brought the exposure of life. They brought life to me. They brought life and liberty in the pursuit of mustiness. He said the colonizer brought life, liberty in the pursuit of mustiness. Stop playing with me.
Another thing, these are the ideas the colony brought. Otherwise, we would not know. So our eyes are now open to see things that are meant to be superficial or beyond somebody's imagination, but we cannot see it. So these are the benefits of the colony.
Okay, so the colonizers helped you dress better and eat better and travel, and they brought their languages.
They brought exposure to us.
Exposure.
Yes.
So before the white man, Africa was unexposed.
Yes, it's not a news.
Is Africa not the original man? Is Africa not the one who spread civilization across the world? Are the Moors not the people who went over to Spain to show them how to cook their meat and how to
well, that wasn't.
how to like?
Hey, look at him! Look at him! He's over there flicking his eyes. He ain't trying to hear that, fam. Look how he ain't trying to hear no criticism. He's sitting there saying, "You will not talk about massa. Massa will not be disrespected. I will not tolerate it. I will not listen to it." He ain't trying to hear nothing criticizing massa.
To show them how to cook their meat and how to
look at him.
Well, that wasn't.
How to light fire.
Yeah, but they were not the people who spread civilization. It was the white people that spread civilization.
Were there not 15 dynasties that existed? Was Timbuktu not a thriving? Oh my goodness. Were there not 15 dynasties that existed thriving in Africa before the colonizers came? Did they not come and destroy Timbuktu and any semblance of any type of educational system or forum here in this land? Did they not destroy the books and the culture and the history? You think that the white man brought civilization here?
Yeah, but then they didn't destroy our culture. We destroyed our culture ourselves. They set a tune for the culture.
Hey, now he blaming himself. Massa not do that. I was a bad little tether. I was a bad little tether man. I was a naughty African. Man, he thinks he's a naughty African. He started blaming himself. He just started saying it was me. It was really me. I can't lie. I did it. It was me. Man, he thinks he's a naughty African. Hell no.
And the culture and the history. You think that the white man brought civilization here?
Yeah, but then they didn't destroy our culture. We destroyed our culture ourselves. They didn't destroy our culture. We destroyed our culture ourselves. Destroy our culture. We destroyed our culture ourselves. They set a tune for the culture. We destroyed it ourselves.
You think that the white man brought civilization?
That's what they want us to be a part of. I was a naughty tether. I was a naughty little tether boy. I was a naughty tether boy, I swear. I would not do it again. Family, we ain't a part of none of that. We ain't a part of none of that. Don't want to be a part of that. Never. Fam, they're the antithesis of how we get down. How come they don't ever check none of that, family? How come don't nobody else call that out other than us? Foundational Black Americans, we're doing the world a service by calling out naughty little tether man. That's a naughty little tether. He wasn't trying to hear it, fam. Old girl sitting there going, what in the hell? She's trying to talk logic to somebody who don't understand logic. He don't want to hear nothing like that. Only thing he knows is wake up, serve the W, and hate on foundational Black Americans. Fam, let's go into the mind of a tether. All the tether knows and thinks about is to wake up, serve the dominant society, and hate on foundational Black Americans. That is it. Anything else that happens in their day is just extra. But those are the three things, the three key points that they feel that they got to accomplish every single damn day. And that's what he was doing. He was sitting there just owning it. He was like, I'm bad. No, they taught us life and how to live. Straight up, a P-I-M-P and an H to the O. And you know which one he is. That is the mind frame of these individuals, fam, and that's the diaspora, okay? Remember, y'all, where you see that African is where you see that Jamaican, is where you see that Haitian, okay? That is what they all got over there on that type of side. Foundational Black Americans, shit, never that, never could, never would. We act different, we move different because we are different. Again, y'all, we're not out here and creating a separation. We're enforcing the separation that is just a natural separation. That is how we get down and we operate, y'all. And it's a beautiful, lovely thing because we're beautiful and lovely people and we don't want none of that energy. Because remember, y'all, those are the people that the Democrats try to attach us to. Those are the people that the Democrats try to connect us to. They want to connect us to these people because like we said before, fam, when they connect you to these individuals, you got to carry all of that, fam. We already handle all of our docs, okay? Domestic off-code COONs, a doc. I'm not dealing with no extra tether, fam. Life is hard enough than to have to deal with that. So do you see why we say the dominant society has one weapon left, fam? They done did everything. They done tried everything. And we knock them out every single time they pull up. The last thing that they have left, fam, is try to attach us to Africans, Jamaicans, Haitians, and the diaspora. And today has been a powerful day. Let me tell you why. Our response to this TPS has been phenomenal because it's setting a precedence. We're setting a precedence by not giving a damn and letting these folks go home. We're setting a precedence by allowing these people to get packed up by ICE or whoever the hell comes to get them and send them back to Haiti or to Syria or Venezuela or wherever the hell. That's a good thing because now people are looking at foundational Black Americans and they saying, oh, damn, the blackout is real. They not coming to nobody's defense because we don't see ourselves as them. You got to remember, y'all, when they can convince you that you are a part of the diaspora, now you feel some type of obligation to go out and serve people who don't have your best interests. They don't have your best thoughts, your best wisdom. They only want to use and abuse foundational Black Americans by any way that they possibly can. By foundational Black Americans setting the global and the public narrative that a Haitian problem is a Haitian problem. We ain't getting off the couch. A Jamaican problem is a Jamaican problem. We ain't getting off the couch. That right there puts in everybody's brain that we're going to go ahead and just quit asking foundational Black Americans because they ain't changing their mind. That's where we are now, fam. That's why you're seeing them disgusted. Y'all seen Holin, family? Holin was disgusted. I mean, already disgusting, but I'm saying disgusted. Very, very disgusted because Holin is looking at the situation and Holin is saying, I can't convince them. They're not moving. They're not getting up. There's nothing they can do to motivate foundational Black Americans to do things that we say we're not doing. Nothing. You can't send out no boule. You can't send out no pastor, no preacher, no deacon. You can't send out Oprah Winfrey. That ain't working. F her. You can't send out Barack Obama, Michelle Obama. F both them. Foundational Black Americans are making it clear. We handle foundational Black American issues and everybody else can handle their own issues. Well, what are their own issues? Don't give a damn because I really wasn't paying that much attention. The distinctions have been enforced. See, delineation is one thing to say you're delineating. I'm delineating, I'm regulating, I'm separating. But to create the distinction, you have to enforce it. The code has to be enforced. So right now, family, everybody's looking and they're saying, Black Americans just really aren't interested in anybody else's policies, agendas, or anybody else's business other than their own. Foundational Black Americans is really only focused on that anti-Black American hate crime protection, on reparations, and getting tangible benefits. And until foundational Black Americans get that, foundational Black Americans just aren't going to be involved. And let me tell you one of the major things that foundational Black Americans have been involved in. And this is the biggest thing sweeping this country right goddamn now. That is the blackout, boycott, shutdown, wealth transfer. And let me tell you why that's so impactful, family, because foundational Black Americans have taken it to a new level. What we've done, family, as certified foundationals, y'all, we're letting the world know that this goes for everybody. This goes for everybody. I want you to view it this way, fam. This is the real facts. This Haitian TPS being revoked and Haitians getting deported and sent back home by the thousands, this is a part of the blackout. See, everybody was running around here talking about a blackout, and they was talking about nail salons, and they was talking about Chinese food. We over here on the Blackout for Network Certified Black Society, the 3,000 we got right here in the chat right now, we was telling everybody ahead of time, no, this go for everybody. Everybody's going to get that smoke. And it ain't just about their businesses. This is about everything they do. Blacking out every single thing that they say. Blacking out every single thing that they speak. Foundational Black Americans are applying the blackout everywhere. Juneteenth, they was running around here. And what we do to Juneteenth, fam, we blacked it out. See, what we're going to do now is that we are going to create a wave so powerful that it truly sweeps the whole nation. What is that wave, fam? Every single thing that you do, put blackout on it. Every single thing. And then these people just won't show up. You don't got to worry about going to a Juneteenth celebration and there's a bunch of Jamaicans and Haitians and Africans. Too many Black folks is like, y'all went to this one Juneteenth celebration. And there was an African, a Haitian, a Jamaican. F them. Go to your own. Go to our own, fam. We ain't going to none of their little rallies and their get-togethers. We need to have foundational Black American Juneteenth celebrations, and you go ahead and put that 24/7 blackout logo on it right then and there, and I promise you, they won't come. Every time you put that 24/7 blackout stamp on something, family, that has to be our defense shield. Like our sister Natural said, that is our no soliciting sign. That's the access denied, reject your deposit sign. You want to have a Juneteenth gathering? Put up the 24/7 blackout. They'll know it's sponsored by FBA. They'll keep their ass away. You want to have a 4th of July cookout? Put up the 24/7 blackout logo. They'll know that that's FBA. They asses ain't welcome. You got to view that logo right there, 24/7 blackout, as a sign that tells the whole damn world you can't come, you ain't invited, you ain't welcome. And I'm telling you right damn now on everything I love, let us go ahead and start putting that up, and they'll get the damn message. I don't care what you do, fam. You can have some foundational Black Americans having a pickup basketball game. Put that logo up, and the tethers will say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't come. Have a Juneteenth celebration next year. They're going to say, oh, blackout, oh, I can't come. Oh, Black folks is having a barbecue. Let me weasel on in. Oh, blackout sign, I can't come. That right there is to keep everybody away. That is a foundational sponsored blackout logo. There's a lot of people talking about a blackout, but that's the official, like a referee with a whistle right there, fam. That's the real one. And the more we put that up, the more we put that in their face everywhere. We want to go together and we want to have a little sit down, a meeting. We want to discuss business. Put up that blackout sign, because we see 24/7 blackout. They see not welcome, and they'll fall back. Shout out to Sinners and Smoke and Stack. Smoke and Stack, you did a lot of great things, but the one thing you didn't do is have that 24/7 blackout sign. Because I promise you this, if they would have had a 24/7 blackout sign, Remick ass wouldn't have came up in the juke joint. He'd have heard that damn music, he'd have went to it, he'd have seen that 24/7 blackout sign, and his ass would have went right on back to Dublin. But he wouldn't have been up in the juke joint. That right there is our back the fuck up sign. And it's 24/7 blackout. We've been giving that work to everybody. So don't get it tangled and twisted, fam. It ain't just about a nail salon or Chinese food restaurant. You can black out everything. Anything and everywhere where the tethers are, we can black it out, because we the only real certified Black people on the planet in the first damn place. Far as I'm concerned, anytime the term, the word, the phrase Black comes up, that all belongs to us, because we own it. Remember that. And when I tell everybody that's exactly what we're doing, everybody knows that's what we're doing. And we shutting it all down. We are boycotting Asian businesses and redirecting our money into many Black-owned businesses as possible. Watch this.
Somebody said apparently they claiming we gonna burn and loot their businesses. That's what we threatening to do. No. We ain't planning on giving y'all no damn insurance payout, nor are we wasting any of our time and energy on any of that. We simply said we will be boycotting Asian businesses and redirecting our funds into as many Black-owned businesses as we possibly can. Please make sure y'all keep it going. This is not a game. No, we still not going to Target. Hell no, we still ain't going to, McDonald's, Starbucks, wherever the hell else. We ain't going to them stores. I can't tell you to boycott every damn store, because we got people at the end of the day that need food, but we also got Black farmers that apparently can mail you some meat. I don't eat meat, but either way, pay attention. Pay attention, because this is what we own. We really not playing about it. Spread this message. As many people, as many Black people as possible. I don't care if you ain't never posted on TikTok. This is one post you need to make. Every Black person that can possibly make a message on TikTok need to be making a message, sharing it across TikTok, Instagram, all the way across Facebook, as many different damn places as you can get this message spread. Spread it out there that we are boycotting Asian businesses, especially those located in Black neighborhoods. I don't want to see your ass with no top fried rice, no egg foo young. They ain't even a word for fucking egg in China and Chinese. Anyway, we don't want to see you doing none of that. Stay away. Redirect your money into Black-owned businesses as much as possible. And if you're a coon and you don't agree with this, we ain't fucking talking to you. Straight up.
That's how you handle them. Straight up. No talk. I told everybody, it's no talk at all for anybody. That's how you got to handle it. That's how you got to do it. That's how you really got to ride with it. If you feel me, family. So that's the certified energy that we bring in, and that's the certified energy that we coming with. Everybody's getting shut down, because let me tell you something, family. We everywhere. Foundational Black Americans, we moving everywhere, y'all. It doesn't matter where you look. You're going to see a certified foundation. They got something going on right now. Hey, shout out to our sister, Anya. Shout out to our mod. Certified salute, sister. I told you I was going to shout you out. Much love and respect. That's my people right there. She out there in South Carolina stepping. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her. She out there holding it down with some things they got going in South Carolina. She out there really doing it. So that's my folk right there, man. Much love and respect, sister. Peace and love. we are everywhere. They turn around and they can't hide from us. Certified Foundational Black Americans is everywhere, and we doing the damn thing. And one of the things, family, that this blackout has ended up affecting is now everybody sees that Foundational Black Americans' money is the strongest. Everybody sees that Foundational Black American paper is the longest. They always trying to make you believe that Foundational Black Americans can't do nothing. This is why whenever we brought up reparations, they say things like, it don't matter. You's only going to go and spend it with somebody on Jordans. Remember that, fam? They didn't say that because that's what would happen. They say that because that's what they want you to do with it. They want us to be irresponsible. For every blackout, it is coinciding with Black businesses. Remember, y'all, soon as you start to hear this, you start to hear wealth transfer. Soon as you start to hear this, you start to hear about Black-owned businesses. And now, as I told everybody, you're seeing a lot of their clothing shops and their stores are getting closed. What you're starting to see is more of ours are getting an uptick in business. Because Foundational Black Americans have always been the financial backbone of the world. Hell no, we don't give a damn about no TPS being revoked. We over here getting money. Hell no, we don't give a damn about Lucy Lou's store getting closed down. We out here getting money. And they know that we out here getting money, especially in this time, in this generation. This right here tells y'all the economic power that Black Americans have. And this economic power is shutting down everybody. Watch this.
Do you realize that Black people in America, okay, are the most financially successful across the spectrum of Black people in any other country in the world?
I did not know that statistic.
That Black Americans would be in the 95th percentile for income in any other country in the world on average. That Black Americans have more successful businesses in America. Do you realize that Black people in America, okay, are the most financially successful across the spectrum of Black people in any other country in the world?
I did not know that statistic.
That Black Americans would be in the 95th percentile for income in any other country in the world on average. That Black Americans have more successful businesses in America.
They don't want us to know that, though, do they? They don't want us to see that, though, do they? No, they don't like that, family. No, they don't want to hear that, family. No. Why? It's because that right there is showing the world the money that we got right here on ours. So I'm loving it, family. I'm loving the vibe and loving the flow. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees it. We can shut down and black out everything. Now, let me say this. The Target and the Walmart, that was still some Democratic Shield type stuff. If you a Black American and you feel that you want to go ahead and knock them folks off, cool. But remember, fam, a lot of that was the DEI stuff, okay? We're more focused on these particular people who we know in the grassroots are on it. So we have to watch when they come in. They're like Target and Walmart and Target. That turns into some Democratic Shield BS. So we'll stay focused on the grassroots and we'll stay focused on what we know. And it ain't hard to tell, fam. We got our detectors so we can detect any disrespect. And when we do, we target them. But these people, no pun intended, we can target whoever we want. Certified Foundational Black Americans in this era, in this generation, in this time, y'all, we don't care what anybody else is doing. And if you notice, fam, that feels so good because we're keeping all the money in-house because we are truly focused on ourselves. If y'all remember, everything back in the day was always us caring about somebody else. It was always us worrying about somebody. It was always foundational Black Americans putting our energy, time, and resources everywhere else. Do you see how strong we are as a community when we as a community only focus on our community? When we would always put our energy to all these different areas and all these different people, we would always be behind. Oh, let's go fight for the Mexicans. Let's go fight for the Jamaicans. Let's go fight for the Skittles bag community. It was always Black Americans being the labor work, the labor force. We were always the ones doing the heavy lifting. We had to go get out there. The reason why now everybody is out here begging us to go get involved because they're so used to us going and getting involved. They're used to us saying we're going to go boycott that because the Democrats said. we're going to go help these people out because the Democrats said. Once we said that we're not going to do anything other than what we choose to do, we're not going to do anything other than what we want to do. We're not going to do a damn thing for nobody unless foundational Black Americans choose as a collective that we're going to go out and get it. And the grassroots is the ones spearheading that whole movement. Now, this is why we're going so fast. Family, we have accomplished more in the last 5 years than they have in the last 50 because we're moving as a grassroots. The grassroots has done more when we have control over the foundational Black American community than when any sellout has it. When the boule got it, the boule got us doing boule things, and that don't work for me, brother. But when the certifieds got it, now everything is functioning. Fam, the boule, the Democrats, they couldn't pull off no damn blackout. Hell no. They out here wanting Black American kids to boycott the SEC. SEC didn't unalive Cyrus Belton or Latasha Harlot's. They want Black Americans to go out there and do a bunch of fugazi, pointless-ish. Now, what we're doing is very powerful because we're choosing to do it because it's coming from the soul. Remember, y'all, the Black American grassroots is the soul of our community. Everybody else is just here. Everybody else is just existing. The thoughts, the energy, the vibration, the camaraderie, the cohesiveness, the instinct abilities all come from the grassroots. We are truly the soul of foundational Black America. So therefore, family, it's to the point where if it ain't grassroots, it ain't nothing. If somebody's talking that talk and they ain't talking grassroots language, and y'all know what grassroots language is, that's delineation, reparation, regulation. That's an anti-Black American hate crime protection. That's the hold your own nuts. All the things we say, fam. Mops and dots and COONs ain't no friends. You know our language. If somebody ain't talking our language, then them folks can't come around us. And the people who can't come around right now are the people who are going home today. Yes. As I said before, family, we've created the precedents that these people ain't like us. We've created the precedents that we're not going to help nobody. And when they say temporary, it's temporary. And Tom Homan came out today. I ain't seen Tom Homan in quite some time. Tom Homan came out today and he made a statement, fam. Tom Homan said, these people got to go homing. And foundational Black Americans said, well, damn it, Tom, send them home.
About they can allow, so the president has the constitutional authority to make it temporary and not permanent.
It's the right call. You know, I've been doing this since 1984. TPS has never been temporary. That's why the whole statute exists. Temporarily give people protection while the country's in turmoil or after they suffer a hurricane. But the problem is no administration has had the guts to actually follow that statute. President Trump has the guts to follow the law. So temporary means temporary. When the condition of that country gets better, they need to go home. There are millions of people standing in line want to be part of the greatest nation on earth. And that goes back to my earlier point. People say, why are you arresting them if they're not criminals under 10 years? Because they cheated the system. They may have been in 10 years. So let's remember, when you enter the country illegally, it's a crime. And they're doing that, putting themselves in front of the line while millions of people are taking their tests, doing their background investigation, paying their fees to be part of the greatest nation on earth. So temporary means temporary, and I'm grateful for that decision.
Temporary means temporary, and I'm grateful for that decision. Well, hey, since I'm a taxpaying American citizen, I'm grateful for it too. And I believe we're all grateful for it. And we should be grateful for it. Because at the end of the day, my good Black American brothers and sisters, if you're going to come into the United States of America, absolutely, sister, translation, pack your bags. If you're going to come into the United States of America, you got to play by our rules. You got to remember this, fam. They want us to practice anti-American hatred, okay? They're trying to disconnect us from being the originators, being the foundationals, being the first Black Americans are the first Americans. The Democrats are trying to get foundational Black Americans to leave America, to go stick up for lawlessness. And I want everybody to see right now, they've created this atmosphere of what are the rules? Because let me say this, fam. They're running around here right now, the Democrats, that is, and they're trying to tell everybody that it's temporary. Fam, it's temporary protection status. Them Haitians ain't talking temporary. Have y'all noticed that? The term is temporary, which means temporary, not permanent, okay? But yet, The Haitians, the Jamaicans, they're not talking anything temporary. They talking like they plan to be here forever. And if you look behind the layers, fam, that's what the Democrats are trying to create. They're trying to create this, we'll be in America forever. We'll be here for the rest of our lives. That's really what they're doing. So there's really no rules. Nobody truly sees what they're really trying to do other than the grassroots. They're trying to create this thing where, well, who's going to do this and who's going to do that? To where basically somebody can come to America, go get a good job, and say, well, you can't send me home. Why? Because I got a good job. Under that logic, you can be here forever. Be here forever, family. And what's happening now, they're being cleared out. What's happening now is that they're going home, as they should. Foundational Black America, we didn't write these laws. But since Foundational Black Americans are the most upstanding citizens in this country, we're just saying, let the law and the system play out. Ain't that what they tell us? Ain't that what they tell us, family? Think about it, y'all. When we sat back and we watched our brother Carmelo Anthony get railroaded, they told us, let the system play out. And then when we seen Cyrus Belton get unalived and they let Ricky Chow Main go for free, they told us, let the system play out. Well, when I see all of the people who were protected under TPS, that go from the Haitians all the way to the Venezuelans, when I see all of y'all getting packed up and sent the hell out of America, let the system play out. See, they don't like when Foundational Black Americans bring that energy. When Foundational Black Americans say, okay, we'll do what y'all do. We'll play the same game that y'all want to play. That go for the Democrats and the Republicans. However you want to get it, you can get it, family. We'll play the game the way that we choose to play the game, and you're mad because you think that you're going to dictate to us. The dictator games are over, y'all. Anybody and everybody out there that got a little piece of anti-foundational in them, they're going to get the whole smoke from Foundational Black Americans because we can, because we choose to, because we got it like that. And this right here, family, as I pull this up for you, this shows you even further what I mean by they don't know what the hell to do. They don't know where the hell to go. It's over for these people, and they just got to deal with it, and they got to accept it. Watch this. Shout out to Donnie on timeout.
Status will be ending for Haitians and Syrians. Yes, the Supreme Court will allow Donald Trump administration to move forward with cancellations of the TPS status for Haitians and Syrians. This was a majority 6-3. Justice Samuel Alito said that courts cannot override the federal government determination about TPS status. So hundreds of thousands of Haitians will be losing their TPS status. And I want to say there's like 6,100 Syrians with TPS status.
Damn.
This decision was made today, Thursday. They will be moving forward with the cancellation TPS status for Haitians and Syrians. Let me know what y'all think about this decision in the comment section. But once again, they stated that, they can't override the federal government.
Hell no, they can't. Nope.
Supreme Court just ruled to end the TPS refugee protections for Haitians and Syrians. So basically, if Haitians and Syrians were over here on the TPS, which is about 356,000 people, it has officially been ended and they have to go back home. They're not going to round them up, but if they catch them or if anything happens, they're going to be deported. And it's a shame. And the ship has sailed, but indigenous, foundational, ethnic Americans, ourselves, the descendants of those who were in bondage here in America, we tried to help you and we were helping you for so long, and you guys were so rude and so disrespectful, and you don't have our support anymore. And you didn't understand what our support meant because you were too new to the country and you got too arrogant and you just wanted to side with YT supremacy so bad. And so now all your protections, everything's going away. And it's going away because we no longer are fighting for you. We're no longer supporting you. We're no longer having your back. And this is just a warning in terms of just, it's not even a warning. It is what it is. And we're putting ourselves first now. And it's just a shame because I know there's some good people caught up in that, But next time, if you guys are allowed into somebody else's country and there's a group that you think are quote unquote oppressed, but they fought for you and they side with you every time, they ally with you and they support you, maybe don't piss them off. Maybe don't get to them to a point where they don't want to help you anymore. And so now, because the people, if anybody from Haiti or other countries are watching this, the people who are from your country, once they get citizenship, once they get to a certain position, they don't care about you anymore. And that's just what we've seen in America. There may be some that care, but the majority don't. They feel like they're better than you. They want to be better than you. They immediately incorporate classism into how they look at things. And they want to say, well, I'm now an American citizen and I'm better than those people, and those people shouldn't be here, and all these different types of mindsets. They don't help you. So one thing is, YT people aren't really going to help you. You may have some liberals, but not really, because liberals basically use us to do their dirty work. So like liberals have an idea that what they want to do, and then they turn and they try to get us as ethnic Americans, indigenous Americans, foundational, to do their dirty work and to fight for it and to get it passed. And you guys don't know America well enough, so you didn't understand that part. You thought you were better. You thought you knew things. You thought, they gassed you up, made you feel a certain way. And now, and it's just a shame. It's just a shame because I know the horrific conditions that some of them are going to have to go back to. So in any case, that's the decision. Foundational stand up, Sulani stand up. I'm glad we're putting energy back into ourselves now. And it's just, people are just so foolish.
When you play with supremacy, you end up getting checked by the Mayos, by the Miracle Whips, by the Brussels sprouts, and all of the above. Let me tell everybody this, family. And I mean this, and this is on certified, y'all. We ain't sitting here trying to teach nobody anything, because that is hazardous to our community, fam. Sitting here trying to talk to people, trying to speak to people, trying to enlighten people that don't respect us in the first place, that is just wasted energy for foundational Black Americans. So let's look at the logistics of all of this right now, family. You're talking about 350,000 of Haitians that are on their way out, not to mention the Syrians and not to mention all the names of everyone else I mentioned earlier, family, Venezuelans as well. Next thing you're going to see is birthright citizenship. Birthright citizenship will be here in a few days. We're going to see how that plays out, because you're still dealing with the system of supremacy, which is very unpredictable because it moves and sways based on what we do. But one of the key factors and the key components is, fam, is if that comes back and these individuals can no longer come to America and have a baby behind a hotel, and then that baby becomes an American, and then you add that to the TPS, then Tethergeddon will be in full damn swing. And these people will be fully petrified. And I'm telling you now, when that drops, we going live and we going to break all of that stuff down the thorough way. Fam, we was here on day one. We going to be here all the way to the end. So if you're looking at the logistics of all of this and how it's playing out in terms of FBA, let me tell you how it play out. I was on a live yesterday and I was breaking down things that are going on. And there was some tether, and the tether was in there saying, well, what do we do? What do we do? And I had to go off. I said, what do you mean, what do we do? We do what we've always done. Foundational Black Americans have always done the same thing. Let me tell you what our agenda is. For all the people out there saying, what do we do? What do we do? We be our goddamn selves. There's your answer right there. See, the answer is in the problem, okay? It's the solution every time you make the statement. Only thing foundational Black Americans need to do is stay foundational Black American and certified, focus on getting our reparations, our anti-Black American hate crime bill, and then put pressure on all these people. That's what we do. We ain't got to go out there and anti anybody. We ain't got to go counter protest nobody. All foundational Black Americans do is stay focused on our own business. That's what makes us so powerful, fam. When we focus on our own business, we get things done. If you look at all the stuff going on right now with Jackie Chan, Lucy Liu, and Yao Ming's community, fam, we ain't got to go out there and deal with them folks. We just simply ain't got to show up. And now that we don't show up, their money don't show up. When their money don't show up, them bills show up and they can't pay them. See, this is what we do every time we pull up somewhere, fam. The regulator tours in full effect. I'll be the change that I want to see. I'll make the damn example. I'm a prime example of what do we need to do. Pull up on Kamala Harris, did that. Called her out on reparations, did that. So when she thinks she's going to run in 2028 and she says she don't know what reparations is, somebody going to play that clip and be like, nah, Black Alpha checked you and he said it in front of a whole damn auditorium. You know what it is. We ain't vote for your ass. You lying. Or Andy Bashir that I just checked a month ago When he says, I don't know what reparations is. Nope, Black Alpha checked you in front of everybody. It went viral. Yo ass lying. I ain't voting for you. You apply pressure. You see these people pull up to your area, you pull out your camera, and then you check them. Same thing going on with Jackie Chan and them. You see these people disrespectful, you pull up to their area, you put it on camera, you press play, it go viral, then everybody knows who the ops are. The only thing we need to do as foundational Black Americans is say F everybody else's business. We're only focused on our business. And when we focus on our business and we stand on our business, they go out of business, whether that be a nail salon, a restaurant, or a political party. And let me make this crystal clear, y'all. Both parties can get that smoke. Oh, yeah, over here, family, don't get it tangled, twisted, and messed up. We don't give a damn about vote red or vote blue. We vote couch, okay? Independent. The power's in independent. The power ain't in one of these political parties, family. You don't run from one side to the next side to the next side. You don't do that all day. We ain't playing Frisbee up in here, family. We sitting here standing on our own, and that's how you get it on your own. Remember, fam, if you don't stand on your own, you can't get it on your own. And if you got to get it from somebody else, then you're under that person's jurisdiction. And y'all know how the old phrase goes. If somebody has the ability to feed you, you've given them the ability to starve you. When you vote red, no matter who, they're feeding you. Now they can starve you. You vote blue, no matter who, they're feeding you. So now they can starve you. When you vote couch, shit, you can go get that popcorn and get the popping, and you ain't got to go no damn where. And when I tell people, fam, we ain't got to go nowhere, let me show you exactly what I mean, because y'all know we're the prime example of it. I mean, think about it, fam. When I say that we ain't got to go nowhere, ain't that always been the core of our power? We ain't ever went nowhere. While everybody else has been a fly-by-night, a Johnny-come-lately, you're an immigrant, a refugee, a migrant. You came here from that place. We ain't never went nowhere. We right here. And this is how we do it. This is ours and we don't share. Shout out to the dog. Look at this, fam. This is extra special how foundational Black Americans are moving. Look how scared these people are, y'all. Oh, man. Remember, y'all, we don't have no culture. Now, they don't have no citizenship. Watch this.
I bring forth the voices of the Haitian community. We woke up this morning in fear of what that means. Family separation, deportation.
Wait.
In fear.
Family, how many times on this broadcast and other broadcasts and every time I speak do I tell y'all that tethers are scared? How many times do I tell y'all they're terrified? How many times do I tell y'all they petrified? How many times do I tell y'all we got them shook? When I say it, it's one thing. When they say it, it's another.
This morning, in fear of what that means. Family separation, deportation. And those are the realities. We have TPS holders who have been in this country calling the United States home for the past 10, 15, 20 years. They are our doctors, caregivers, attorneys, taxi drivers, the immigrants who keep these United States of ours moving. Today, the Supreme Court sent a blow to the community, to all immigrants, but we stand firm, undeterred, strong to let the community know and all immigrants know that we will not be defeated. And I bring forth the voices of the
You won't be defeated. Family, who they think that they gonna be able to stop? They talking about the Supreme Court. We talking about the Supreme Court, Black Americans. What delusion, fantasy land are these people living in? You going home. You ain't stopping nobody. It's a damn wrap. You go ahead and think for 2 seconds. We live in fear. We don't go home. Yes, you are. You're going home because the Supreme Court telling otherwise. You go ahead and let them liberals gas you up. See, the liberals is putting them in the front and saying, go get them. The liberals is putting them in the front and say, got them. That ain't how it go over here, y'all. No. What we seeing right now, y'all, is complete fear. Complete and utter fear. And I love what somebody said in the chat, fam. We're political mercenaries. Love that term, y'all. That's real good. Super solid. We ain't going no damn where, but you are. And when you see these people leave, fam, they're going to be leaving kicking and screaming. Fam, you really think that these folks are just going to leave regular? I don't think so. I don't think so, fam. I don't think so, and I don't believe so. I think what's going to happen, a lot of these folks is going to be trying to flee ICE, and a lot of them folks going to be getting snatched up. That's what I think. Because this game of anybody can just come to America and be an American, that's over with, fam. It makes no logic sense, and everybody in America already knows it's that way. This is why we're sitting back and we're watching it, and I'm sitting there saying birthright citizenship for these folks, cancel that. It's all about us. That's them tethering on to us. That belongs to us. They can do whatever the hell they want, but they ain't going to do it with our foundational Black American things that we fought for. Never. Because, fam, we couldn't ever go to their places and do the same stuff. Foundational Black Americans could never do that. So why do they think they're going to pull that?
Isn't it funny how I can go to Jamaica and I could become a citizen of Jamaica, but I can't be a Jamaican because you can only be Jamaican by blood. However, you can come to America and you can become an American by citizenship, but people don't seem to understand how that does not make them Black American. Just like I can go to the Caribbean and join any nation that I want to, and I can become a citizen of that nation that would consider me Caribbean, but I would never be of the blood of those people. It's the same thing for Black Americans. You can come to America and call yourself American. You can call yourself Black American, but you would never be the blood of us. That's how that works. I can't go to Puerto Rico and just be like, well, I'm Puerto Rican because technically I'm on the same continent as you guys. So that makes me Puerto Rican too. I can't do that. So why is it so hard for y'all to understand that you can't do that to Black Americans? We're just not going for it. Isn't it funny how I can go to Jamaica?
They know. They just don't want to accept. Y'all see the difference, fam? They know. They just don't want to put that in their mind. They don't want to put that in their brain. They're afraid of it. They're afraid of it. They shook. They sit here and they see what we doing, y'all, and they're saying, well, maybe if I just cosplay Black Americans, maybe the law don't apply. That's really what they're trying to do, fam. They're trying to cosplay their way into America, and they're realizing that there's no type of law for cosplayers. You may get your little biscuits here, your little biscuits there, your little biscuits anywhere. But in the long run, you ain't going to be able to come over here and cosplay Black Americans and then overjump the Supreme Court. It don't work that way. You ain't going to try to cosplay foundational Black Americans and say the law don't apply to me. It don't work that way. Anybody out there who thinks that that is going to be a winning strategy is going to find out that's a losing strategy. You think that you're going to come to America and just say, well, you know, I'm dark-skinned and I'm melanated and we all Black, brother. We all Black, brother, ain't a policy. We all Black, brother, ain't a law. We all Black, brother, that don't get the job done. Foundational Black Americans delineating has truly, purposely, honestly shut these people down, y'all. They really thought that stuff was going good. They thought they was eating, y'all. They thought they was going to say, well, I'm Black just like them, so I can go over the Supreme Court. Okay, I'm melanated and musty, so I can just jump over everybody. No. Family, you have different aspects of the diaspora, and each and every one of them has their own ways they talk, their own ways they walk, their own ways they speak. But what's the common denominator, fam, and the factor that they all get down with in the diaspora is they're all anti-Black American. Every last one of them are anti-Black American. Every last one of them wants a part of foundational Black America. If you look and you examine it, fam, we told y'all they're tether stalkers. All they do is wake up every day, serve the dominant society, and want to be down with us. We have done the most beautiful thing in the world, and that is delineating. And then we took delineating to the next level, and that is regulating. And what is regulating done, fam? Regulating has these people knowing better. They know better than to step in our spaces. I want y'all to think about this, fam. Have y'all noticed you don't see none of the tethers out here even coming around and speaking on Carmelo Anthony? You ain't seen none of the tethers out here speaking about Cyrus Belton, have you? You ain't seen them say one word, y'all. All of these people have been hushed. They've been quiet. In foundational Black Americans, we taking notes. We like, okay, he ain't say shit. Okay, he ain't say nothing. His forehead ain't talk. Mr. Janky hairline, Mr. Shaky accent. Okay, we're taking notes of every single person that sat back for everything that we've been pushing. Think about all the energy that we put in, fam. Think about all the might and all the focus that we put in for these two particular situations. Look how we have twisted and spun those things into being positives for us. I said it before, the Carmelo Anthony situation, we took that, turned that into a positive to where we're getting our game up. the Cyrus-Belton situation, which is a tragic situation, we're not letting that go in vain. Lucy Liu and Jackie Chan are starting to feel the smoke from that one. Do you see the Tether's just been sitting back, not doing a damn thing? They ain't said nothing. They ain't said nothing. And the Democrats ain't said nothing. And we already know the Republicans is anti both sides. So what does that make foundational Black America? That makes us take our regulating to the next level then, fam. If this is the way we're going to play the game, then like I said, fam, we play to win every damn time. That's how certifieds move. We play to win every single time. So now what you're seeing is these people trying to twist it and tangle it up, but it ain't really working in their favor. Never. What we are doing is we're taking every single person that has been an anti-foundational. We're making careful note of their anti-foundational ways. And we're saying, cool, if that's the way you're going to play the game, then we're going to go ahead and make sure that you don't never get any benefits from us. We're taking all of our benefits away, fam. We're taking it all away. You come over here and you get benefits for this. You get benefits for that. The Civil Rights Act. These people don't appreciate none of that stuff, fam. So since you don't appreciate it, bye-bye. And that's what's happening right now, fam. They leaving and they out the door. And do you know you got people out here telling us that we should be thankful for them? Oh, no, I'm not lying, fam. I'm not lying. You got people out here really saying that we should be thankful. Watch this right here, family.
America should celebrate TPS for Haiti. For decades upon decades, America has not been able to give a foreign aid that was as effective as temporary protected status has for Haitians. And we have 15 plus years proving that by giving Haitians something that was comprehensible, something that was regulated, and something that had a promise behind it.
You don't deserve none of that. You don't deserve it. You're still asking. Look, man, they still asking. Oh, what about a promise? You promised me. Look at them over there sounding like a scorned broad. You promised, though. You said that you was going to have our back now. You said that we was all going to be taken care of. What about what we did for you? Nah, you ain't getting a damn thing. Over there still asking. Fam, they don't realize that they're seen as moochers. They don't see that they're seen as people who ain't ever built nothing, always trying to take something. This big grown-ass man talking about something. What about the promise? I need you to make a promise that you're going to take that damn thing off the top of your head, take them damn glasses off, and quit staring into the damn camera with them beady-ass eyes you got. That's what you need to do, because I'm looking at your paperwork, and I can tell off rip, you ain't from here. Your ass is from a whole nother country, so you need to go build that whole other country, and you can leave my country in the process. These people ain't trying to leave because they want to be next to us. That's what it truly hitting for, family. They all want to be next to Black Americans because they figure the closer they are to us, the closer they are to success. Yeah. Oh, we going to break down these tethers in every aspect, Black Americans. Yes, the hell we are. Tethers feel the closer they get to Black Americans, the more they're close to having any type of substantial life. We are their meal ticket. We are their lifeline. They need everything from us. Look at this dude. Family, why you think they talk all that talk about FBA, but they don't ever want to leave FBA? Why you think they have so much vitriol for foundational Black Americans, but they don't ever want to leave foundational Black Americans? All that spite for foundational Black Americans, but they can't ever get out of foundational Black American business. They need us, and they know they need us, and they're mad that we know that they need us, okay? They see foundational Black Americans, and they know foundational Black Americans is pushing, and they're scared of that fact, fam. So right now, they're saying, I don't want to leave. There's two things, fam, that these individuals are stuck at. There's two things that they stuck at. The number one, okay, the fact that you out of luck, that's your worst thing. Okay, we moving, okay, shake it. The fact that you stuck and out of luck, that's your number one thing. But fam, think about it. Without foundational Black Americans, they don't have no fashion. They don't have no clout. They ain't got no cachet. They ain't got no credentials. They ain't got the Civil Rights Act. They don't have a mill. They ain't got no food. They ain't got no liberty. They ain't got no justice. They already ain't got a homeland that they want to go back to. It's a bunch of ain'ts. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't got nothing. So they got to stand next to foundational Black Americans. That's what moochers always do, family. They got to see where we are, and everywhere we go, they follow behind. They can talk all that talk about disliking us. They can talk all that talk about we ain't got no culture. In reality, what that is a cop-out for somebody who's desperate and wants to make the excuse that in reality, when reality hits, when it strikes down, you need foundational Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans don't need y'all. That's the real truth, fam, that they run from. This is why they always are complaining about us being divisive. Do you know what I hear every time they say you're being divisive? What I hear, family, is please don't leave, because without y'all, I ain't eating tonight. You got to remember, y'all, this whole system is based on these people flashing their skin tone and then getting to walk in our spaces and getting to claim what we created. They need FBA, family. That's why I tell everybody, if there were no foundational Black Americans on this planet, all melanated people would be in shackles. Don't talk to me about no damn 1804. If foundational Black Americans weren't here right now doing our foundational Black American thing, y'all, every last melanated person on the planet Earth would be in shackles. How do you know? Because every single melanated person on the planet Earth tries to benefit off of foundational Black Americans. Look at everybody who benefits off of our struggle. Look at everybody who benefits off of our hard work and dedication. And I'm telling y'all, when we remove ourselves from them, they ain't got a damn thing. Couldn't find something. Look at their homelands if you want to see what it would be like without us. Go look at their condition when we ain't around, and look at their condition when they come here to America. Their homelands is shanty towns. They literally living in villages, fam. I showed you earlier, they got open sewers and open dumpsters in the middle of their street. Look at how melanated people are living without Black Americans. They all want to come here to get a better life, but the better life that they get is provided by foundational Black Americans. Our ancestors provided them this lifestyle. This is why they despise us so much, because they know they can't get it. And they know that we know they can't get it. And now we're standing on business and telling them, get your bags, pack your ish, get the hell out of my country. And you can split right now. And this is the factor that we've been pushing. This generation ain't sitting here coddling no tethers. We ain't holding your hands no more. We ain't out here trying to assist them. Because let me tell you something, fam. Never assist somebody that don't even assist themselves. Don't ever help somebody that doesn't ever help themselves. Don't go out here, fam, and say, well, you know, he don't understand. See, remember back in the day, fam, when it was always a sob story about immigrants? Y'all remember that, fam? It was always they're fleeing from a homeland in despair. Well, we now in this generation, we said, why are the homelands in despair? Why are you fleeing? Fleeing used to be a good thing. How many of my brothers and sisters remember that, y'all? Y'all remember when fleeing was seen as a good thing? He fled a war-torn country. He fled his mama. He fled his grandfather. He fled everything he knew. We was the first one that stood up and was like, hold up, wait a minute. Ain't no honor in fleeing. Ain't no honor in running. Now everybody's looking at it and saying, you know what? Foundational Black Americans got a damn good point. Why the hell did you flee, Mr. Mutombo? Why the hell did you flee, Wyclef? Why the hell did you flee, Jackie Chan? We done made fleeing a bad thing. Nobody wants to flee no more. Notice, fam, they do everything to not say flee. They say, why do you got to say flee? Why do you have to say flee? I not flee. I just left early. I left early that day. Family, they got a term called chakba. Was it jakba? Is that what it is? They jakba? They've been fleeing. We've been calling it out, fam. And as far as I'm concerned, all of them jakba. And I'm not just talking about Africa. Whatever term you want to call leaving and being a coward and tucking your tail and getting the hell out of Dodge, that's what they be doing. And foundational Black Americans, we simply sit back, we watch it, we analyze, and we observe, and we made the block hot for them. We made it clear, fam. There's no honor in leaving what you created. There's no honor leaving what you haven't created. If it's yours, you stay there. Okay, I don't give a damn if you build a big ass tower. I don't give a damn if you living in a tent. If you living in a tent, treat that tent like it's a damn tower. Y'all don't do that though. Y'all don't do that. See, foundational Black Americans, fam, we have taken everything that has ever been created in America. We put our twist on it and we make that stuff glitter and gold. They don't do that, fam. They just sit back, relax, and then they get to running when times is hard. You dig? We made them all look like cowards because it's a very cowardly thing. Fam, do you understand what it's like to leave your family behind? to leave your family behind. You left your family behind. And then you want to come over here and then you want to act like you did it on your own. If you haven't got it in your homeland, then everything you get in my homeland is because of me, okay? The only reason right now that y'all got a pot to piss in America is because foundational Black Americans provided that. The only reason you eating tonight is because foundational Black Americans have provided that. So miss me with the y'all being divisive, because family, divisive is good. It's real good. There ain't nothing better than being divisive, family. Because let me tell you why. If somebody comes around here and they say that we're all connected, we all brothers, and they ain't your brother, and then they say you're being divisive, take it as a compliment. Damn right. I want to get called divisive at least 10 to 15 times a day from a tether. That means I'm doing my regulating. If you ain't getting called divisive, you ain't really doing a good job. You need to get called divisive today, tomorrow, next week, because if a tether ain't calling you divisive, then your ass is off code. There's nothing more on code than being called divisive from a tether, because divisive really just means desperation. Desperation means I can't eat off of y'all. I can't eat off of y'all means I can't live. And if I can't live, then I got to go back home. So divisive leads these folks back home. So you need to get called divisive today, because being divisive is good. And foundational Black Americans, we letting the whole damn world know the only thing that truly, genuinely matters is the brother right here, the sister right here, the family all around. And if you're watching right now, fam, our family is shutting everybody down. We are so politically savvy. We're so strong socially, economically. This is beautiful. A wealth transfer. A wealth transfer, fam, is terminology that folks would never use back in the day. But we're using it now, ain't we? Yes, we are. Shutting these people down, blacking them out. These are terms people would have never used. They wouldn't have stuck to it. They thought we'd be done by now. Shit, you done found out the hard way we not. Family, look at this right here, y'all. Look at this right here. This is what I'm talking about. When I say they got to go, remember, y'all, they were out here snuggling up next to Donald Trump. They were out here saying they was friends to the end with Donald Trump. They was out here saying, what about 1804 to Donald Trump? But the fact of the matter is, fam, when we talk about 1804, you got to also talk about how y'all been paying that damn tax to the W, man. Yes, the hell you have. Family, look at this right here. And look how they had all their momentum and they did what they do now. They handed back over to the W. Watch this.
But one of the key reasons as to why Haiti is in such a bad position is specifically because of their history with the French and the terrible debt that they had to pay in order to get free. I am sure that many people are already aware that at one point in time, Haiti was a French colony. And back in the early 1800s, it managed to achieve independence, but there was a huge price that was associated with that independence. France really did not want to let Haiti go, as this sugar colony was one of the biggest money makers in the French Empire. But it was simply too costly to take it back by force, so instead, as a price of leaving Haiti alone, they instead had to pay an indemnity of 150 million francs.
Wait, fam, do they ever bring that up? Family, have y'all heard anybody mention that when they start talking to you about 1804? I haven't heard them mention this when they talk about 1804, brothers and sisters. So wait a minute now. You ended up overthrowing the dominant society. The dominant society busted a whole block on your ass, came back, overthrew you, and then put you in an independence debt. Family, an independence debt. Do you think that would ever go on with foundational Black Americans? Do you think we would ever pay some bull-ish like that? Do you think we would ever let something like that fly? Hell to the no, hell to the no, about the F8. Tell us more about this debt.
Costly to take it back by force, so instead, as a price of leaving Haiti alone, they instead had to pay an indemnity of 150 million francs. We're talking about a debt that today is probably something along the lines of $30 to $40 billion, and Haiti had to pay this. For over 100 years, they would pay into this debt, continuously stunting their country, as money that could go towards education or further development just was not used. Instead, it was merely siphoned away by the French as compensation for all of their lost slaves. But one of the key reasons as to why Haiti is in such a bad position is specifically because...
Damn. So basically, the whole Haitian Revolution of 1804 ended up in the long run being a giant flop. So all that talk about we created freedom and we inspired Black Americans was all cap. And every time you open your mouth to speak on certified foundational Black Americans, you better go ahead and remind us what not to damn do, because you've been a what not to damn do for hundreds of years. One hit wonder ain't wondering. One hit wonder ain't had no hits. One hit wonder done dropped a triple plastic album. You ain't went gold. You ain't went platinum. Your ass went Tupperware. And that ain't good. Notice how foundational Black Americans, we see through every single thing they say. And if there's a receipt to find, y'all, we gonna find it. We gonna pull it out. We gonna see it. We gonna witness it. We gonna see exactly what they talking about. We gonna put it on the table. And we gonna say, well, wait a minute now. What about this right here? I don't want to talk about that. No. We gonna talk about it because you seem to want to talk so damn much. What about that right there? Well, it happened one time. No, it happened a couple times. Well, if you look at it this way, no, we're going to look at it the real way. You ain't got nothing on foundational Black Americans, and y'all hate on foundational Black Americans simply because you ain't a foundational Black American. Family, they had to pay reparations to their colonizer. Are you going to listen to anybody who had to pay colonizer reparations? And then when they try to spin around, fam, and tell foundational Black Americans that they all want to get in on our reparations, no, you ain't getting in on our reparations because you don't even know how to handle your reparations. So take that for what it is. Take that for what it's worth. Hell to the no. That's the difference between us and them, family. That, amongst a lot of things, like being so fresh and so clean. That right there is what I'm saying. These people ended up flopping. And then these individuals ended up coming back to our country and then trying to play big, bad, and bold. It don't work that way. It don't work that way, fam. We call out, we examine, identify, and we expose anything that ain't real because we the realest. Meaning, if you had a one-hit wonder and you've been trying to make it look like you've been stacking platinum albums, no the hell you ain't. No. We come from the lineage of Michael Jackson, okay? You come from the lineage of Kodak Crack, okay? Michael Jackson, Kodak, no. Michael Jackson, Kodak Crack somewhere down there. Don't talk to foundational Black Americans unless you show them respect to foundational Black Americans. So when you packing your bags and this TPS is revoked, tether, protection, service, I don't want them tethers to look to us for protection because you ain't getting nothing. Foundational Black Americans is doing to them the same thing we've been doing to everybody. Sitting it all out, doing our own thing, and letting them handle their own business because we standing on our own business. Let me show y'all exactly what we mean, and let the world know that when foundational Black Americans pull up, we pull up with a purpose, y'all, and everybody else is going home, and we already home.
The Supreme Court has recently ruled that the current administration can end TPS, temporary protective status, for Syrian and Haitian immigrants. In the comments of many of these videos, I am seeing people talk about how unfair this is that the Supreme Court would rule this way and how it is unsafe for these people to return to their home. And I find it deplorable that people who come to America and don't educate themselves on all that Black Americans have had to fight through, go through, die through, and live through so that they could come here and even have a chance to run to this place for asylum. I find it deplorable that these people don't educate themselves on the matter. And so when they see that these people are being sent home to conditions that Black Americans have lived through and are still living through in America and fighting through and winning through daily, and they don't say that these people have an opportunity now to go and build up their homeland, but they say that they should be able to stay in America, continuously feeding off the backs of Black Americans, I find it disgusting. It's disgusting. This is a blessing for the Black American community because we have been disrespected by both of those communities. Time is up. Time is up.
It's over, y'all. It's over, y'all. It's a wrap, y'all. These folks know what it is. You got to go. You got to leave. Pack your bags. You can flee. Why? It's because you made it that way. See, family, it's all about punishment. Everybody in their anti-Blackness is getting punished. No longer are we going to sit back and allow this whole world, this whole planet, to practice anti-Black American vitriol and to have them write us little love letters and say, it's only 10 of us, it's 5 bad apples. I don't give a damn. If you are anti-foundational or your family is anti-foundational, I'm going to treat all of y'all like you anti-foundational, which means you getting that smoke and your ass is going home and we ain't helping nothing. That's what it is. No longer can the good ones be a front for the bad ones. No longer can the bad ones be a front for the good ones. I don't care. And your melanin ain't getting you in. That's another one right here, fam. And all foundational Black Americans, certified regulators in the grassroots, we stand on this with authority and with conviction. Melanated people of the planet Earth, you ain't a foundational Black American. You can cut it off. You can knock it off. You can sit your ass down. You ain't going to run around here with some melanin and try to act like you a part of my lineage because you don't even want to be Black. Remember, the me no Black, the I ain't Black, the never knew I was Black. Well, your ass can stay not Black because the real certified foundational Black Americans, we've been over here holding it down and we've been fine without you. And what the facts show is that we do good when we ain't around none of these individuals. Things go astray when y'all show up. I don't give a damn what they say, all these anti-immigrants. It ain't anti-nothing. It's being a realist. Realism is you come into my community and you commit crimes and then it says Black people did it. No, melanated people did it. The fact is that when you do something good, you throw up your Haitian flag or your Jamaican flag and then you want to separate. You want to separate on your terms. You want to delineate on your terms. Let me tell you who the most divisive person is. The most divisive person are all of these people in the diaspora who don't get along with each other, but they all hate on us. Got all these different slurs for us, but don't say nothing about Mr. Mayo who wouldn't piss on you to put out a fire. Nah, it don't work that way. You ain't going to be loving on Mr. Mayo, but hating on foundational Black Americans when foundational Black Americans are the very reason why you can even come to this damn country. It ain't happening no more. Cutting that off. So as they cut off all these things, let me tell you what foundational Black Americans are going to do. We blacking them out. Told you, we pulling that plug, we hitting that switch. Everybody going to be Black. I told you, fam, it's going to be a full eclipse up in this damn thing. We going to black out the whole damn planet. That's the way the game goes. So the very fact, fam, these individuals need us, but don't respect us. And when we cut them off, they go cry. You can go cry in your village. Okay, I'm sure the village will be great for you. You can cry over there, family. You can cry out some of them mud pies because you can't come over here and you can't play those games. We're not going to sit back and watch these individuals just continuously try to insert themselves into our community, try to come to us and undermine us, try to delineate when they feel, but get mad when we delineate. They want to disrespect foundational Black Americans that get hush-hush on things that we fight for. They have no connection with us, never, not at all. We have our own spiritual system. We have our own physical system. We have our own mental system, societorial system. Everything that foundational Black Americans do is a foundational Black American thing exclusive. We only get our inspiration and our motivation and our dedication from other foundational Black Americans. That's what it is. When you look at all my brothers and sisters right here, fam, that's who motivates me. When you look at my brothers and sisters right here, that is who inspires me. I ain't never in my life looked at anybody outside of this foundational Black American lineage for some type of get up. I only look at my brothers and sisters. And do you know why we win doing that, family? Because inside of our lineage, we got it all. Foundational Black Americans ain't got to look at no Haitian, no Jamaican, no African. Hell, they can't even see success in each other. So if you can't see success in each other, why the hell would I look to you for success? If I want to see what a warrior look like, I ain't going to 1804. I'm going straight to the mirror. If I want to see what a rider look like, I ain't got to go to Africa. If I want to see a king or a queen or a goddess or a god, all I'm going to do is call up my foundational Black American brothers, call up my foundational Black American sisters, and I'm going to say, let's talk. That's where I get my energy from. That's where we get our frequency. That's where we get our vibrations from. So now everybody is starting to witness it and they resent it. But you can resent it. You can be mad. You can be pissed off. You can be hurt, but you're going to do all of that back in your homeland. TPS revoked. And then the next domino is going to fall, deportation for them all. And foundational Black Americans right here in foundational Black America, and we stand tall. Let me show y'all how tall we stand when we stand on our own, family. Look at this right here. Some tether done went up in a spot, and he started throwing around the N-word. And this sister checked him and said, no, you an African. You don't throw around the N-word over here. You an African. You don't just say that up in here. You an African. What's mine is mine. What yours is yours. And I don't want what you got. Watch this.
Man, man, see, this the shit that you gotta go through. Unbelievable. Dang.
You're African, right? If somebody call you black, you gonna holler you African, right? So yeah, so stand on it. He got no nigga, don't call him no nigga, don't press him no nigga. According to how you want. That's not okay. That's not okay. No, that's not how niggas get it. Watch your mouth.
Let's go.
No,
I appreciate you.
You say the word I want. No, you can't. Because he walk in and call a person who is black, but you gonna holler you're African, right? Bro, let me tell you something. Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Then.
There you go. There you go. Because when it go down, you ain't going to want to be black. You ain't never wanted to be black when things got real for black folks. Whenever it get real for being black, y'all want to be y'all homeland. A homeland that you don't want to be in. Certified salute to that sister. And I told everybody, a foundational Black American sister is stronger than every single tether man walking this earth. Stronger than every single Mayo man walking this earth. He don't want none. He know what time it is. And the sister let him know off rip. You gonna be African when it's time to be black, so don't ever mention black. This certified black over here. And when a certified sister is done regulating and G-checking the tether, they make that face right there. You know what that face is right there, family? That's the I done fucked around and found out. And you gonna huck around and have your mud pie back in your mud village because you can't come over here in foundational Black America because we gonna get with ya. That's what I'm talking about. Remember this, fam. Checkmate. We have always been the people who stood on principle, stood 10 toes for blackness. We own blackness. We are the main characters of blackness. We are number one when it comes to being black. All of these other people, they never wanted to be black. And whenever things get real for black folks, they go and hide. They go and run. They duck under some covers back in their village. See, when things get popping, foundational Black Americans, we big time steppers, certified steppers. And we've been fighting for the rights of Black Americans. Remember that, fam. Every single thing we do is for Black Americans. We had foundational Black American Reconstruction, foundational Black American civil rights, foundational Black American empowerment. These folks don't ever do that because whenever somebody's got a problem with blackness, they want to be a homeland. They start saying they Africans. They start saying they Haitians. They start saying they Jamaicans. They'll flip-flop from blackness to their homeland, from their homeland to blackness whenever it's convenient. Basically, whenever something looks good, they can get in on, they can steal from us. They love saying black. Anytime other than that, they hate the word black. Fam, I'm here to tell you, tethers don't like the word black. They don't like it. Family, if the world loved blackness, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. You'd see a Black empowerment movement all across this damn planet, fam. There's 7 billion people. If you don't see no Black empowerment movement outside of the United States of America, that means everybody outside of America don't like blackness. We've been the only ones. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. We've been the only ones on that type of time, on that energy. We've been locked in. Fam, you locked in on blackness the same way our ancestors were locked in on blackness. Our ancestors came and left and they gave us blackness. We're going to do the same thing to the young folks, fam. But these people jump and flip-flop whenever it's convenient, y'all. They want to represent homelands that they don't even want to be in. You see the contradiction? You see the cowardness? You see what we're talking about? It's black, black, black when they can steal from us. Then it's Jamaican, Haitian, African, or wherever the hell, whenever they feel they can get it and it can be all theirs. What we've done by this 24/7 blackout, exactly that, family. Blackout. Let me tell you what that means. Blackout means that you've been running around here trying to cosplay as black. Well, you can get the blackout. Get your ass up out of here. You can't come home. So foundational Black Americans, we run this. Foundational Black Americans, we are this. We stand on this, fam. We've always been that way. So when people get deported, I don't care. Go back to your homeland, fix it. You need to fix it in the first place. You shouldn't even be here right now in the first damn place. Your homeland should be so damn good, the last thing on your mind should be leaving it. But the fact is, the first thing on your mind is coming over here. And now the first thing on your mind is going to be them damn handcuffs, that plane getting dropped off in that village. And then you can go over there and you can make TikTok videos and tell the damn world how foundational Black Americans stand on business, and you can all watch it. Just make sure, family, you put the certified on top of it. East side. Boom. Love y'all with a passion, family. It's been another broadcast, another epic broadcast, another epic episode, and we've been breaking it all the way down right here on the Friday night, fam. Remember this, y'all. It's all about us. It's all about us, fam, with a passion, baby. With a passion, man. Speak with passion, y'all. We so good, you got to talk with a passion, family. If you're not talking with a passion, you missing out. What Tupac say? Smile, you black. What you sitting there for? There ain't no frowns, man. Ain't no frowns, fam. You a foundational Black American. You a part of this lineage, heritage, and culture, and this generation, and this time frame with this family. You got the best brothers. You got the best sisters. You got the best uncles, the best aunties. You got the best cousins, nieces, and nephews, mom and dad, grandpa, grandma. You got neighbors. Fam, we got it all right here, family. This is the most beautiful thing. A smile should be on the face of every single living, breathing, foundational Black American because we exude that much excellence. You dig? Everybody else look around, fam, they frowning. They hurt. They shook. They don't know what to do. And the reason why they don't know what to do, because they don't know who they are. And they know exactly what we got going on over here. We got a good thing. We got our own thing, family. We making history in the making, and we're doing it all together. I told y'all before, fam, I love life, but the best part about life is living life with all of y'all, family. I wouldn't want to take this journey of life with anybody other than my certified foundational Black Americans. I love being a foundational Black American, family, because I love every single one of y'all. And our family tree is exactly that, family. Our family tree. Nobody else's. Certified all the time. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love from your brother Black Alpha, fam. I want y'all to have a great weekend, man. Y'all take good care of yourself. Make sure you hold it down. Stay stunting on them. Walk with that step, with that pop, with that bop. Certified salute to Harriet Tubman. Certified salute up above. Much love and respect, family. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. And just know, fam, no matter where you go, no matter where you at, that Black is beautiful. And beautiful is always Black. Peace and love. Tupac, bring us home, brother. Certified.
I don't care what y'all think. If you whatever the fuck you think you are, and until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans? And we out here done. We thugs and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell